welcome to your all signs reading. This will be a reading that may resonate with you. There may be some things that you might hear in this reading that may resonate with you, and there might be some things that may need to be thrown out. Please don't make any rash decisions based on what you hear from a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can of course book a reading on my website. Let's get into it. We are starting with the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Maybe something in your life is off course. Maybe there's something that maybe you've wanted to do, Capricorn, and it seems like something has been postponed. You have this King of Wands as well. You have a King of Cups. This could be someone with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, it looks like maybe you've gone through a breakup with someone, or your ex is relevant in some sort of way. Yeah, maybe because of a past breakup, Capricorn, it has you maybe a bit on edge, a bit nervous to really trust again. But it looks like companionship is something that you're after. You're hoping for this. You're hoping to maybe find the right type of person. And it looks like someone could possibly be coming in to communicate with you. Someone may want to talk to you. It may have something to do with a Scorpio. Possibly someone with Scorpio placements, and maybe this is someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. And this person might be across the country. They might be at a long distance from you. There's also a Gemini that shows up to the picture. Yeah, there's definitely someone going toward a Leo. Okay. Doesn't always have to be the case, but I definitely see a Leo highlighted in this reading. So some of you, Leo, Aries, or Sag, but Leo is a highlighted fire sign, or this person could be a Leo. Okay, you got a fire sign, prominent fire signs that are in your reading. Yeah, someone left the situation. Someone's coming right back. There could have been some very foul words that could have been exchanged between the two of you in the heat of an argument. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship that I'm talking about, Capricorn. Some of you, this exchange is going on with family. Yep. Not even pulling this deck, but Aries. So maybe this King of Wands is an Aries. Okay. Somebody feels attacked. We're going to get more into that in a minute. This feels like this is a verbal attack. You got into it with someone, or for some of you, you could be. Because like I said, someone is coming to approach you. Someone is coming to speak with you, Capricorn, about something. Yeah, I think you kind of retreated. You kind of pulled back your energy from this situation altogether. Definitely confirmation. Someone is returning. Someone is returning, thinking about returning, Capricorn, or cross-watcher. Yeah. Somebody feels like maybe you're always going to be there, or that you've always been there in the past, maybe no matter what. Someone's coming to have harmony with you. They're trying to create an atmosphere of harmony. For you, you've been able to cut through some sort of BS you've detected connected to this situation. Let's see. What is someone coming to do? Let's see what this communication is about. Okay. Some of you, this communication is coming in. Somebody might feel it's the right time. Somebody might feel led to come your way to say something to you. And someone may have gathered the courage and the bravery to do so. Maybe you might feel like this person has been hiding out. Let's see what's on their mind. Why have they been doing so? Yeah. I'm telling you, somebody lost their temper. Could be a potentially violent situation that you could be in, or a family member could be in. Somebody has a drinking problem, by the way. Where do they come? Maybe that's what you're coming to talk to them about. Yeah. See, maybe you have constantly come to someone's rescue. Yeah, someone's definitely coming to speak to you about what? Sorry, Capricorn, it's not clear to me what they're coming to talk to you about. Oh, some of you are talking to an Aries. celebrating an Aries birthday. Somebody needs help. Somebody might need your help with something. Capricorn or cross watcher. They see you as someone who has put up a boundary. And again, you've seen through some sort of BS. You've detected it. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're wanting to know the truth before moving forward, before you feel like you can move forward with this person. Someone needs help with what, spirit guides? Seems like someone is struggling. They're going through something, and they might be in a bad situation. For some of you, maybe someone passed. And that might be the situation that they're struggling with, or they're just in a very volatile, angry, frustrating environment. And it seems like maybe somebody needs an escape for a minute. Unless this is you going through it. You might be in the thick of this right now. I think right now somebody might be acting resentful. Maybe this is why they're distanced themselves for months, Capricorn, without talking to you. And it seems like maybe somebody just has not addressed the issue. You might feel like somebody is just not ready to compromise. Someone is just not being fair about the situation. I think you might feel like somebody is going about the situation arrogantly. You might feel like someone's being rude. You're dealing with someone that you might feel is possessive. And it seems like someone has gone a period of time without talking because they're feeling a level of resentment about the situation, and they're suspicious about some things. For some of you Capricorns, maybe someone hasn't confirmed, they haven't been able to confirm their suspicions. But it seems like they want to know. Again, they do have a suspicion. They want you to tell the truth. They feel like you've been dishonest about something. Yep. So it seems like while you've been away, somebody has just been cutting the cords energetically. Someone might feel like maybe someone is still trying to hold on to some sort of energetic tie, if you get what I mean. Energetically, they're still trying to hold on to you. Seems like somebody might feel you slipping away, Capricorn or cross watcher. And this might be why someone is coming to maybe have this conversation with you. Yeah, somebody does want forgiveness. And there definitely is someone that's watching. It could be with this situation that this person is watching you. This could be something isolated. Okay, we have it not once but twice. Addict. Somebody's giving you pushback. Or they have. Yeah, you're looking at someone as if they don't have integrity, or you feel like they're not honest. And you might feel like if this is not an actual addiction, you might feel like this is just the constant mood between the two of you. Like they never really deviate from this. They never really change. For some of you, this has something to do with health. You might be addicted to something that may not be for your highest good. For some of you, it could be this relationship that could be bad for your health, especially your mental health. So I think that might be a challenge for you. At times, Capricorn, what's going on with your physical health? Because it seems like your spirit guides are saying that there's something that may need to change in order for you to feel better. Some of you, it's your body image issues. What's going on? I didn't say this, but we're going to talk about it now since it's coming up. Mass confusion, chaos. I mentioned to you a lot of arguing, a lot of commotion. For some of you, I think this is energy that's being sent your way. Like somebody is just really going after you, targeting you. Or Capricorn, you are doing this, and this is not for every Capricorn listening or every cross watcher listening. It may apply to the cross watcher, possibly. But I think someone is going out of their way to make something particularly hard for you. Some of you, it's not being sent. This is like you could have invited some sort of energy into your household. This card that says cut the cords. So this is what I mean, some sort of attachment. And that could, for some of you, be the explanation to what's going on with you energetically as far as maybe depression is concerned. It seems like somebody might be trying to put that on you, and maybe you have an idea of who this person is, because for some of you, that's who this is. That's who's watching you. Capricorn, somebody wants to know the tea. They want to know what's going on about you or with you. Some people see you as maybe an introvert Capricorn, or they see you as someone who's just kind of laying low. What is this about thievery and robbery? Okay, maybe somebody is watching you. Somebody might feel like you have some sort of possession or whatever. But I think you would know about this. This wouldn't come as a surprise. Yeah, people are seeing you as someone who is just isolating yourself. And maybe, like I said, you're just going through it. You need help or someone else does. Okay? Somebody is needing help with something. For some of you, this situation involves court. I definitely feel like some of you could be dealing with a legal situation. If you are not, someone that you are close to could be. It doesn't have to be that you're close to this person, because like I said, you've got observers. Maybe there are other people that want to know what's going on with a possible legal situation that you're going through. This is something that you're dealing with in the court of law. You have a legal proceeding. It seems like maybe somebody might be trying to come to a compromise, an agreement. Somebody might be trying to have you sign a report, an affidavit. Somebody has possibly gathered information on you, Capricorn, or cross-watcher. And it seems like somebody might be trying to corner you into maybe getting some information. And somebody could possibly be capitalizing on this fear. Thank you. Comes right out. Some of you are under some sort of legal investigation, right? Something's going on here. Or this is the cops getting called because of some sort of aggravated situation. It looks like somebody's afraid. This is like a restraining order. Hi, Angel. What's going on with Capricorn? What's going on with the cops? Are you second guessing yourself? Uncertainty? Maybe you're not sure who to believe. What's going on with this court situation? Okay, for some of you, this does have something to do with family, children. It seems like maybe there could be some sort of, this could be like a child custody case, a CPS case. This may be some sort of accusation, maybe about child abuse. Show me Capricorn and spirit guides. What's going on with Capricorn? Why is someone watching them? For some of you, this isn't the case, okay? Some of you, there could be someone that's watching you due to obsession. And it doesn't have to be that it's not this situation. It could be. You could have some corrupt individuals kind of keeping an eye on you. Unless they suspect that maybe you've done something. And this is where somebody might be trying to... This feels like somebody's trying to frame somebody, to be honest. But maybe. Somebody might be trying to push someone into a confession. But for others of you, somebody is watching you out of obsession. We talked about that. People want to know the tea. They want to know what's going on with you. These might be people around you. And trust me, words are circulating. Or this is gossip, hearsay. People might feel like they do know the tea and that they have receipts. So people could possibly be speaking on you. Or this is possibly a good idea to maybe keep pertinent information to yourself. Because, like I said, someone is going out of their way to possibly get this information and circulate it back to other people. What do we talk about? Lies. Maybe this is something that you're observing. This could definitely be something that's going down online. I said somebody has a good BS detector. If this is you, maybe online dating. You might want to take your time getting to know someone, Capricorn or cross watcher. There might be some things that could be hidden about someone that you're dealing with, or someone that could possibly be around a child. Okay, definitely feels like you're defending a child. That's interesting. Attack. Did this happen, spirit guys? This is I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but let's see, because I'm curious. What happened? Yeah, I think somebody might feel backed in a corner. Somebody could feel victimized. And somebody's in a dilemma. Somebody is afraid of some sort of repercussion, punishment, and somebody's really stressed out about it, Capricorn or cross watcher. If this is you, let's say if this has something to do with your car, your vehicle, some money into your car, it's worth the investment, because let me make it clear, you might have a lot of police activity around you this week, Capricorn, especially around your house. Definitely someone's coming home. So maybe you haven't seen someone in a while, Capricorn, and maybe there may be an opportunity for the two of you to speak about a particular situation and maybe reach some common ground about something that happened that maybe someone just can't seem to get out of their head, because it feels like this is what someone is stuck on. It looks like maybe someone is it's hard to kind of trust again after you might feel that someone turned their back on you. Definitely feels as though this is an alcohol issue. Definitely feels as though there's a money issue here. Somebody might be getting paid to watch somebody. I know it might sound random. And you see these candles in the background. Yeah, there is someone, Capricorn. It feels like for some of you, there's someone that might be watching to see if their magic is working. And that might be a spiritual attack that someone is sending your way. It seems like this week you're just very concerned about numbers. Maybe this is you managing your weight. You're worried about the numbers on the scale. You're worried about your financial situation. I'm only saying that about, like I said, managing your weight. Something's going on there. Trickster. This is either someone going on, either tricking someone that you're connected to, or like a child possibly trying to get information from someone else because they can't get it from you. This sort of thing. Just some weird situations going on in the background. Capricorn. Yeah. Be careful about just, you might be kind of focused on the negative. Like I said, it might be just your state of mind. So maybe you're just going through it. What's going on with your mind? Oh, and like I said, be careful about what type of energy you let in. Because it just seems like this energy is kind of like crowding your home sort of thing. You might kind of feel, for some of you Capricorns, a change in the atmosphere of your home. Or you have this card that says mass confusion, chaos. Yeah, like I said, it's either something that you let in energetically, or it's being sent. You might see something out of the corner of your eye, Capricorn. You got a presence in your home. You didn't imagine it. It's the truth. And some of you, random, I know it's going to sound random, but you might have what I feel is a monitoring spirit. Somebody's watching, Capricorn, a cross watcher. Again, that is not everyone's story. Take it however it applies. And some of it may not even apply to you. I said it may apply to someone that is around you. Or you're observing something that has nothing to do with you, and you're kind of seeing something play out in somebody else's situation. The advice this week for the Capricorn nation: quiet your mind. We talked about that. You're just going through it. And maybe you're feeling confused about what to do about. It seems like it. You're in a state of confusion about certain things, about decisions to make, maybe about how to go about things. Capricorn, it's going to be a week to really give to yourself. this is either you or someone around you just going through it. This is a week of self-love. And it's a week of quieting your mind because it seems like your spirit guides are going out of their way to say something to you. Maybe even a visit from the afterlife could be relevant to you. Maybe that's what you're concerned about. Maybe someone passed. Maybe you're uncertain about how they passed away. Self-soothing is going to be that type of week. Possibly for you. If it's not for you, it may be someone around you, like I've mentioned several times. Talk yourself down. Talk yourself out of this. Okay, it seems like you might be in a negative state of mind, or you might be helping someone else that is just going through a very incredibly difficult situation where they're just not sure how to navigate through it, especially if this is a legal situation. If this is the case, get some legal advice. You may need it. And if somebody is putting their hands on you, Capricorn or cross-watcher, put a stop to that mess. This is somebody pushing you around spiritually. You be the judge on that. You decide what you want to do about that situation. But I definitely feel like that's the case. Somebody is trying to push you around spiritually and really trying to get you to explode. But like I said, it's just that type of situation. You might just feel like you have so much pressure on you that you just kind of like go off at the slightest type of situations, especially with children, possibly. Because they might be kind of bickering or being loud in the background when it seems like you're trying to think or you're just not feeling well. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Cancer in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, dominant in your natal chart. You're cross-watching for a Cancerian with those placements. And this reading may resonate with you. Take what applies, let go of the rest. Let's get into it. I can't help but to notice that some of you Capricorns, some of you Cancers are dealing with a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn placements, or you are the one that has Capricorn placements. Or you could be connecting with someone that has that. Oh, something's going on with your money. Cancer. This seems to be a repetitive issue. It seems like that could be something that you're concerned about. You could be concerned about that week, this week, Cancer Nation. Yeah, it seems like the issues that you're thinking about this week may have something to do with your living situation, your home. And it definitely feels like someone is trying to reach out to you, but without a doubt, it feels like it's the spirit world that's trying to reach out to you. They're trying to send you a very clear message about something. It may be about a housing situation. Like I said, it feels like that's what you're concerned about. What's going on at home? Financial stability, this sort of thing. A car, maybe? Is Cancer? Yeah, that's what I feel. Like it has something to do with this. Somebody's going out of their way to piss you off. For some of you, this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Something has you in a very sad place. Cancers, someone might see you as clingy. Doesn't mean that it's true. Cancer, it just means that this is the way that someone could possibly be viewing you. So please don't take offense to just an observation that I see. I said it doesn't have to be the truth. You do have a legal situation. Either you're waiting for a decision to be made, you have something going on with court. Yeah, I think maybe you're hoping that some charges could be dropped. Or maybe you're hoping that something could be thrown out. Okay, that's what this feels like to me. What happened? Cancers. Yeah, same. You're cutting the cords to something. So it seems like something is ending. And you're realizing that it's time to. If it's not you, then it may have something to do with kids. You need some new shoes. Cancer, maybe you might be going shoe shopping. You might have some pets too. Yeah, you got a health issue to deal with also, I feel. Yeah. This is what I mean. You got to be dealing with a Capricorn. You got some nosy people in your situation, Cancer, or someone may be viewing you this way. Oh, this is family. Maybe there might be family that's concerned about you. You might be concerned about a family member. Either way, family could be getting in touch with you. I think that you're also concerned about numbers. I think this is somebody going out of their way to see what's going on with other people. Cancer, that could be you. And that could be you maybe concerned about what somebody else's numbers are like. Okay, somebody's just overly involved. Cancers, it shouldn't come as a surprise. I think you would know this by now, but there's definitely a scenario where there's someone cheating on their partner. So be careful, singles, about getting into a situation with someone. Maybe this is a good idea to maybe fact check something, look into a situation closer to make sure that you are not the secret in this situation. For some of you, this is going on social media. Somebody could be very active on socials lately. This could be somebody maybe possibly viewing your profile picture, maybe wanting to take you out on a date. Be careful about, and it's going to sound random, I want to say drunk driving, but I really want to say reckless driving. Okay, because it looks like that might be something that might be going on. You might be feeling neglected rather by your partner. Maybe you're afraid that someone in your life might betray or abandon you. Maybe there's something about your current relationship that you feel is missing. Somebody passed, it looks like. Cancers or cross watchers. Someone that passed could definitely be on your mind. Seems like you could be going someplace. There might be some sorts of short distance travel that could be coming up for you. Oh yeah, you definitely have someone that's misusing information. This isn't to say be paranoid, Cancer or cross watchers. It's just saying be selective about who you might be sharing your personal information with, because I see someone possibly misusing information. And it might be some people that you might be spending time with. This is what I mean. You might peep a vibe from somebody that's in your social group. And maybe this is you making a decision about who you keep company with. Something about a situation is off. It just feels like you don't feel safe. Maybe partaking in the same energy with someone, breaking bread with the same person. You know what I mean? Something about the vibe of a particular situation may change. And you're very perceptive. But the thing is, you may kind of give someone the benefit of the doubt. You got the Seven of Swords. Truth is coming out about a particular situation, a particular earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone with this in their chart. You might be blocking someone before this week is over, Cancer, or you already have. It seems like you might be spending some time pulling yourself together, maybe learning from the past, from past lessons, because I think that a past relationship has been a very intense and eye-opening lesson for you. Yeah, somebody might be trying to come to you to maybe end an argument. You might have had an ongoing situation with someone. Maybe there's a truce, possibly. When it comes to your money situation, it seems like you might kind of have to be patient to see your financial situation get to the place that you would like it to be. So budget your money, pace your spending this week the best that you can. It looks like you might have a big purchase coming up for you, or you just might need it. You might benefit from putting some money away. It seems like you're going to need it for something that could be upcoming that maybe you don't see. Careful about letting your depression or sadness kind of get out of hand. You might feel like you're stuck in a dead-end situation, but you're not really stuck. It just appears to be that way. Or that's just kind of the state of mind that you might feel that you're in this week. You might feel like you're in a funk. And if it's not you, then it's somebody around you. Like we talked about. If it's not you, you might be observing this in someone else. Like I said, you could be the observer of the situation. It does not have to be that you are going through it. There's a fire sign, Sagittarius, stands out heavily. Scorpio is not a fire sign, but you do have Scorpio in your reading. Definitely something is going on with a child. You might have to tell the child no. It might be a situation where you might feel like you have to kind of put your foot down with a child. Be kind of firm with them for whatever reason. Actually, it does. It feels like there's a child that may want you to listen. Okay, because like I said, if it's not you going through something, it's a child. It might be the way that you're going about it. Cancers, maybe it's necessary to come up with a new strategy. Especially when it comes to a financial situation, it seems like you're chasing your tail over and over again, month after month. It's the same circumstance. There may be someone that you might need to speak to about a financial situation in order to get something settled or to get something to kind of level out for you. Some of you are job hunting, Cancers. Okay, yep, something's definitely going on with the kid. That might be where you might have to put your foot down. Something might be going on in school. Maybe their grades are struggling. Maybe. What's going on with kids? They might need some guidance. And so that's what I'm kind of seeing. Like there might be something that comes up this week. There might be a child that really wants to share some things with you that they're going through. But they might see you as kind of tense, Cancer, or you might feel that that's just the case around your home situation. It might be something that you want to say something, but you're noticing that their mood is tense. Especially with a child, they may want to come to you and tell you some things that they might feel that you're going to be upset about. It could be an assumption, like I said. But they want you to listen. Okay? They want some guidance. Or you might notice that something is going on with a child in particular. And this could be you voluntarily going to this child to, try to pick their brain to see what's going on with them. This is you going through a job situation, a job loss. It seems like there's a new opportunity that comes through for you. But it definitely feels like there's some old situations that you've been holding on to. And it's definitely time to look into those things and really deal with them. We're not talking about surface level. We're talking about on a soul deep level. Certain things that it's just really time to let go of. And like I said, maybe certain people cannot come with you on this particular journey that you're traveling on. Finances, we talked about that. Good idea to budget your money. Okay, if there's something that you need, it feels like this money might come through in the nick of time. And you're able to lay your fears to rest a bit, at least for now. Again, so if there's someone that you may need to speak to about a financial issue and you're just kind of afraid to speak to someone about maybe a living situation, you guys are just saying, let go of fear now. It's time to move forward. And maybe that's the thing that they want you to let go of. Yeah, you might feel like you need some time to yourself. Yeah, definitely. Situations surrounding parents and children are going to be something that's very relevant. Environmental awareness. This is not said for you to be paranoid, but it's for you to be informed. Be mindful of what is going on in your environment and what is going on around you. Somebody's a bit of a creep, a bit of a weirdo. Like I said, you might peep a vibe about somebody. Somebody's going to be calling you. Yeah, escape. I don't know what that's about. Oh, I think this has something to do with a romantic partner. I said, you might be taking some time for you to make a decision about whether or not you're going to stay put in a particular connection with someone. It just seems like something may possibly change Seems like someone may want out of a situation. And we talked about fear and feeling safe. Maybe this has something to do with the circumstances, the environment that you live in. I don't know. Cancer, cross watcher. Let's see the advice. The Cancer Nation. You have a telepathic connection with someone. But like I said, this is someone from the afterlife. You have this as well. Loved ones in spirit. You see how you might have like a very spiritual connection with someone? Okay. You might kind of feel that. You might feel the energy of someone around you just very heavy around this time period. Cancers, a cross watcher. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the Cancers. You can handle this. There's a wise saying, you're never given more than you can handle. Tune into your heart to reconnect with your strength. Some of you have Leo in your chart. You can handle this. There's something that you've been going through or something that someone else is going through. And it seems like it may feel like you're in over your head, but you don't know how to manage. Your spirit guides are saying you absolutely can. You can get through this. It may require a little bit of patience, Cancer or cross watcher. Press the pause button. Take a day off from being frustrated with yourself or others. Patience reaps great rewards. Yeah, so it might be necessary for you to take a mental health day off, or to maybe kind of like I said, spend some time with yourself. Yes, with, not by yourself, with yourself. You are your companionship at this time, especially if this means that if this is you nursing a wound about maybe having to let go of a relationship. This is you time. Keep yourself company. Seems like you're coming up empty. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? You got to fill up your own tank. It's time to re-up on your energy, especially if maybe this is you not feeling well, or this is just you feeling discouraged. Certain situations have the ability to be turned around. Even if right now it just seems like it's a bit of a struggle, it won't always be this way. Cancer or cross. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Virgo in your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Dominant in your natal chart, or if you're cross-watching for a Virgoing with those placements. Not everything will resonate. Disregard what doesn't, and whatever does resonate, consider those things. They may be beneficial to you in with events that could be coming up. Okay. Virgo Nation. We're going to an amusement park. Virgo. Or maybe somebody is just very amused by you. Be careful about vehicles. Yeah, but this feels like this is what they just showed me is a spirit guide. Is what I mean by they. They just showed me a scenario of a car versus a bike. So if you are the pedestrian, be careful because somebody might not see you. Or be careful if you are the driver, there may be a pedestrian that could be kind of a hazard in the road. Definitely being, you're coming in contact with a Leo, unless you are the Virgo Leo. Are you just kind of gravitating to sweets? That's what I mean. As soon as I part the deck. Something here to do with something in the road. Maybe you feel a little bit off course about something. Virgo, did somebody pass away? Maybe that's who's on your mind right about now. Yep, it definitely feels like something is going on with kids. This is why they showed it to me. Yep. Car versus bike, for sure. Something's going on, like I said, pedestrians, they may be a hazard in the road. You're ordering out, maybe you're definitely indulging in a lot of sweets. We talked about that. Maybe you're just kind of into comfort foods this week. Virgo, goodness. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer though. Or you have Cancer placements. What's going on with Virgo Nation? Somebody did pass away, Virgo. Because it seems like you're going to someone's grave. It's the anniversary of someone's passing. Your money situation is definitely about to get better. You might see an opportunity for that. Be careful about somebody setting you up. There's a trap here. Something could be a setup, or somebody could be trying to set someone up. Yep. You got someone looking at you, possibly some of you with a negative intention. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Latasha, the Virgo. Thank you for joining me. Somebody has somebody, they drink a lot. Imagine to you somebody trying to set you up. You got a snake around you. Like I said, either you are trying to set someone up. There's a snake that maybe you're recognizing. Virgo, having to do with your situation? Absolutely. There's a shapeshifter in your energy. Or this might be how you're viewing someone, possibly. Okay, you got some snakes in the grass. Virgo, this could be how someone is viewing you. Whether it's the truth or it's fiction and someone kind of made this up about you. You got a King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio could be relevant in your situation. That's what I mean. You are the victim of some sort of crime. Can you close the door? Yeah, definitely. The crime would possibly be being done online. This feels like this could be connected to finances, money. Somebody might be trying to defraud someone of their money. Someone could be trying to hack into your financial situation. Be careful about how much information you give out online, because there might be just something that you don't see, something that maybe you're not aware of that could be going on in your situation. Virgo or cross watcher, your energy is dominant in this reading, as well as Leo. Yeah, something's going on with a card for you too. This is you in a relationship. Somebody's not faithful. And that might be something that you're coming to see about your situation, Virgo or cross watcher. And it might be an elder that could be pointing that out to you. You speak to spirits? I don't know. This is a seance, some sort of gathering. I don't know. Yeah, it could be due to an elder. Somebody's not well, Virgo. Maybe you are feeling under the weather. You're not feeling like yourself, Virgo. There's just so much going on. This reading is taking a lot of turns here. You might be having something going on with your dreams. Okay, maybe you're having some bad dreams. And maybe you do have some nosy neighbors. Maybe you're having an issue with them for whatever reason. Maybe you have a vulnerable situation going on in front of your neighbors. Or you, like I said, you have some vulnerable, nosy neighbors. You do have the Seven of Swords. Maybe someone is trying to steal something from you. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of buzz surrounding your name. Virgo, you got to have water placements, or you're dealing directly with a water sign. You might be late this week. Virgos, late for work. Definitely feel like you're late on some bills for some of you. Yeah, leave a little bit early. Virgo, if there's somewhere that you need to go, make sure you leave a little bit ahead of time. Something might have you a little bit sidetracked. And the fact that you left a little bit early might be a saving grace in your situation. I think you might be feeling overwhelmed about something, or you might feel like something in your situation is out of control, especially a financial situation. That's what just continues to come up. You do have a lot of deadlines this week. You might have a lot of pressures on you. And you might definitely want to stay organized. Discipline and organization, it feels like it goes a long way. I don't know if you're afraid of a loss of some type, but there's some sort of fear this week that I feel like you may need to face, especially if you find that you've been avoiding something that you know needs your attention. You might have to just go in and take care of it. I think somebody might be looking at a situation with a lot of sorrow, a lot of regret. And it may not be until the aftermath of something. Virgo. This feels like there's some sort of disaster that could have happened. Unless this is just you, okay? Maybe this is your fear, your anxiety. Maybe you feel like it's kind of getting out of hand. It seems like you're anxious about the future, and maybe you feel this week maybe a little bit uncertain about your direction in life. It's going to be a very emotional week for you. If you have a vehicle issue, please get your vehicle serviced. You might really benefit from putting some money into your car. Or this is someone talking to you possibly about their car. But I see a car and I see transportation being very relevant for you. You need AAA or this sort of thing. You might benefit from getting it. Okay. Something's going on with the car. Careful. Like I said, take care of your car. Make sure that you're not stranded. Like I said, it could be something like this that could cause you to maybe be late to something. Transportation issues. There might be an elder this week that's trying to give you some sort of guidance, some sort of advice about something. Maybe it has something to do with family, or it has something to do with someone that's in your household. Yeah, no, this is with money management. Yeah, you might feel like you can't quite keep money in your hands this week, Virgo, but it looks like you have an opportunity to turn things around, unless this is just a pay week for you, or you have money coming around. Definitely, it feels like somebody is coming around. It might be this King of Cups. No, this is, I mentioned to you, something is going on the side. This is somebody being sneaky. And like I said, you got a snake around you. For some of you, it's an intimate partner. This is someone that you are in a so-called relationship with. You share a bed with them in some sort of way, and you're finding out, like I said, you may not see something clearly, Virgo or cross watcher. This week you do. And like I said, it may take someone else kind of pointing something out to you or showing something to you that maybe you didn't see before. Your eyes are wide open about something this week. You have the devil that continuously comes up in your energy. This could have something to do with a Capricorn, possibly Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But you got some sort of situation here where there's a lot of greed. This feels like somebody is trying to put you in a bind with your money. Somebody's trying to do some sort of mental magic on you, this feels like. And this might be more than one person that's doing this. You've got a Taurus that shows up in your reading. Anyway, this water sign is also dominant. Okay, somebody could possibly be coming back. Be careful, singles, that you're not in a situation where someone is married or they're supposed to be in a committed relationship, yet they get around. Somebody's doing something like that this week. Like I said, it feels like it's the person that you're in a relationship with, or it's somebody that's around you. Yep. You can't see it here, but there's some people that are in the background kind of watching. Okay, that's why I said nosy individuals. Or there just might be something that you don't quite see clearly that might be going on in the background. Maybe you feel like you're blind to something. Like I said, blindfolds this week, they come off. Either this is you or someone around you. Please go to the doctor, Virgo, or cross watcher, or somebody around you might need to. Somebody knows that they're not well, but maybe they're not sure what's going on. And maybe it might be a good idea to look into it. Are you praying about something? Maybe you are. I think it's about a financial situation. Some of you might be worried about homelessness. Or you're just at a crossroads about a living situation, maybe about which home to go to, because it seems like you might have a couple of options, a couple of choices here. Like somebody could be returning to a situation. Maybe somebody has a partner here or a baby mama in like different situations, different circumstances. And someone's trying to figure out, okay, which baby mama am I going to go shack up with? That sort of thing. Virgo, cross watcher advice. Wow. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. Okay, that's what I mean. Blinders are off. Whatever someone was blind to previously, no longer. Someone sees something with laser-like precision. Someone sees something clearly, or you see through someone. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your situation. This is you. Take the lead. It feels like on some level, Virgo, you might feel that you're just a victim of circumstances. But now your guys are saying it may be time for a switch in the way that you see things, think about things, perceive things. Take initiative in a particular situation. Take the lead. Okay, maybe you've been playing supportive role for someone in your life for the longest, and maybe now it's time for you to kind of, you know what I mean? Take your power back in some sort of situation. Like I said, it might be a shift in the way that you see things that helps you perceive things differently and helps you change your mindset about maybe something that you're going through, because it seems like you feel maybe with this victim card, it maybe feels like you feel like you're helpless to maybe change a situation that you feel is out of your control. But you can change the way that you perceive it. You get what I mean? And that seems like that's the beginning. That's where spirit guides are saying this is the beginning of the solution. This is where you begin to see the solution, and you step out of a role of being victim, and now you see the solution to get yourself out of something. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Aqua in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, 7th house, or you're cross-watching for someone with Aquarius in their chart. Keep in mind that there are certain things that may resonate, and there may be certain things that are necessary for you to disregard. Take it however it genuinely resonates, and please do not force fit the reading. Aquarius Nation, what's going on with the Aquas? Random. Some of you, there might be a kid that might be having some issues with math. Or maybe you feel, never mind, I'm not going to say it that way. Things might not be as difficult as they seem, Aquarius. Especially if this is at school. There's a child, this could be even an adult that might need some guidance about something. You lost something, you might be finding it this week. You might be kind of discovering this item. Unless this is you kind of feeling confused. Maybe you lost your keys or your phone. You might feel a little bit absent-minded this week. Somebody. It's a lot of, yeah, I think you might feel trapped. Possibly. Kind of confined. It seems like it's time to move forward. You've hit some sort of obstacle. For some of you, this obstacle was placed by someone else. They're really milking this obstacle as far as they can. And could possibly be why you feel this way. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is indecision. Maybe you're having to make a decision and you're not sure which decision to make. But I definitely feel like there's some sort of outside circumstance that could be trying to impede your progress. This could even be distractions, things that come up that kind of divert your attention. Some of you Aquariuses, there may be someone from your past that comes back. Could be a friend, it could be a family member that you haven't seen in a while. But for a majority of you, this feels like this is an on again, off again relationship. And somebody might be kind of coming back around. Maybe you got rid of somebody because you feel like they just are not ready to settle down, or they just were not ready to settle down. This person could be an artist, possibly. Somebody wants to be close to you. They want to spend time with you. This feels like this is one-on-one time. This is an earth sign for some of you, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You may have conceived a child with someone, or they may have done so on the side with someone else. Otherwise, someone may have had a baby on you, and maybe they don't think you know. You got a card, the word here that says knowing. So maybe there's some things about this person or situation that could be possibly concealed that you might know more about than you might let on. Yeah, that's who's coming back. For some of you, this is your own father. For some of you, this is your baby's dad. Yeah, some of you singles, you're meeting someone. Seems like what's missing is honesty and trust. And this is your guide saying look out for something. Not for all of you, but be careful that you're not being catfished, or that you're not being put in a position where you could possibly be getting hurt by someone. For some of you, this on again, off again relationship, somebody might be on an off cycle with someone else. Let me make it clear. Some of you, I don't want to call it a third party because it's not. You may have had a third party at some point, some of you, but this is someone who is like a serial cheater. They don't just cheat with one person. They might have a main person and then a side person and then a variety of other groupies in the background. It would be this sort of scenario. Now they have a main person, like I said, and maybe things right now are kind of complicated between them and that other person. In singles, someone might see you. They don't want anything serious. Make sure that you are protecting your sexual health. Because I mentioned to you a baby, a pregnancy. You could possibly be having a baby by someone that may not really be an active participant. Or like I said, they may have a baby with someone else, but the scenario feels like this is a situation where somebody meets someone at work, or a work-related type of situation. Someone is prone to give you mixed signals. Somebody is not really sure what they want. They may camouflage something in the beginning to look like it's a serious relationship, but in the end, someone kind of backs up out of nowhere and you're not really sure, you know what I mean? Like you had a good vibe with someone in the beginning, or you could be, and then all of a sudden things just kind of change out of nowhere. The lesson was about self-love. And for a lot of you, this situation that you might feel is a bit toxic could possibly be coming back. For others of you, you're meeting someone new, like a first time meetup with someone. But at the same time, take it slow. Like I said, something about a situation may look a certain way. You may kind of snuggle up to someone. You might feel like you really see yourself with someone, but for some of you, like I said, something is being camouflaged. But for a majority of you, like I said, someone's coming back to rekindle. And you might have to decide if it's time for you to let go of the past, or this is someone that, you know, this on again, off again thing. Someone may need to let go of someone in order for a relationship to really blossom and heal. It just seems like something about that is just really off. It could be kind of complicated or whatever. Otherwise, it feels like you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot of responsibilities that I think you're going to be handling. It may seem kind of hectic, Aquarius, or cross-watcher, but it seems like if you can keep your mental in check, you'll get through it. Like I said, you might have a lot on your plate. You might have a lot of different things that you're handling. You're able to stay organized and I guess maybe write things down. Maybe you are taking like a mental note of things, but maybe it might be beneficial for you to write these things down. Kind of keep track, kind of pace yourself. Yeah, you got some negativity as usual. Aquarius or cross watcher, it may be necessary to clear and shield your energy because it definitely feels like somebody is up to the same old BS, same old drama. This is either someone is creating some sort of drama or tension. They're creating it, yeah. Or they could be sending this to you as a distraction to try to disturb your vibe or to disturb the flow of things. You might have some very egotistical people, especially if you're online. You might see these people kind of pop up in your comments. Definitely someone around you does not have good intentions. Not all of you, let me emphasize, it's some of you. For some of you, it's not you directly. It has something to do with someone who could be around children. Like I said, you might have some hecklers, some people that are kind of maybe trying to get you to react to certain things. We talked about that, the drama, right? And then in some instances, you have someone that did bring some sort of drama to you. Persistent. They're constantly doing this. This is somebody watching you, prowling you, obsessed with whatever you're doing. Aquarius or cross watcher. They're hungry for attention, okay? You might have some, and it's a fire sign, fire with earth in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You know what I mean? Like somebody's just really hungry for attention. Anyway, this is background information. Don't really give this too much of your attention. Aquarius, it's meant to be a trap. It's meant to be something like I said, that diverts your attention from what's important and what you have going on in front of you. Some of you, yeah, it does feel like somebody tries to come back to rekindle a situation. Or some of you, like I mentioned, you might be falling in love with someone. You might be noticing a lot of bugs around you. Yeah, see, this is the reason for it all. It seems like somebody wants you to fall, Aquarius. Someone sees you up here and they see themselves down here, or it could be vice versa. If someone wants you to fall, they feel like you're above them in some sort of way, and they may feel inferior in some sort of way. You get what I'm trying to say? It just seems like someone wants you to stoop to their level or whatever. Clear and shield your energy. Like I said, give this less of your attention. Yeah. So there's someone from the past that created some sort of drama. Somebody is maybe coming in with a peace offering. Yeah, see, somebody's really trying to dig at you. Keep your composure, Aquarius or cross watcher. Somebody just wants to see you, like I said, lose your composure. Somebody thinks that this is comical. It's funny to them. You got some sort of contract that could be coming up. Or maybe you might be handling a contract or whatever. Yeah, whatever you might feel is out of reach in your situation. If this is something that you're open to, only if it is. It's the card saying this. Work your magic. It seems like you have the ability to turn something around, especially if this is a financial situation. It just seems like someone is kind of desperate. They don't want you to maybe get something that you're looking for. If you have a certain financial, whatever the case is, someone's trying to stop you. Like I said, somebody's just constant. They're persistent about it. And yeah, you may see some sort of positive change come out of this in the end if you're able to stay patient and persistent. Conversations may go on. I think that, especially if this is with a child or whomever this is, maybe it might take for you to kind of put yourself in the shoes of someone else to kind of see what they might be going through. As I said, something is just very persistent. It could have something to do with pain in your body or whatever. It's time to go get something checked out. Okay. Advice for the Aquarius Nation. Because it seems like you're getting back in the game. You may have been feeling overwhelmed, or you could be. Maybe your whole body is kind of tense. Something could be causing you to feel anxiety, extrasensory perception. I think you're a psychic, you're a clairvoyant, or you could be around someone who is. Release that tension, Aquarius. It seems like it's time to, replace that with some new energy. Center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. Like I said, someone is trying to send some sort of fragmented energy, unless it's not. It may not be that for some of you. It just might just be that that's the vibe around you. You got a Gemini that's also there in your reading. Maybe that's just is that kind of week. Like there's just a lot of things that might kind of play out. But like I said, you got this card that says clear and shield your energy, and this persistent energy that's around you. Center yourself. Like I said, you want to come from a centered place to kind of figure things out. That's what someone has an issue with. It's your gift. There it is again. Constancy. Do you see what I mean? Someone is constantly listening. Like maybe this is eavesdropping. I mentioned online, someone's constantly like consuming your energy. I don't know what this is. Okay, but whatever. It seems like you're working through that. Like you might be a very spiritual being, but Aquarius, gift. I think that's what someone is taking an issue with. Your gift. And someone is trying to cause misfortune. Not for all of you. Do you hear me when I say that? Not all of you, but this is someone's confirmation. But no matter what they do, it's like somebody doesn't realize it's written for you to win. Aquarius or crosswatcher, fortune. It seems like you're going to come out of this. If you're waiting for some sort of letter, information to come through, it feels like it comes through this week. Someone that's at a distance from you could possibly be getting in touch with you. This sort of thing. Okay. Taurus. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart. Or if you're cross-watching for a Taurian, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Conversation. This is Taurus? You might be having a conversation with someone. You might. Either you are, but maybe it is just the vibe is tense between you and someone, and maybe it's just kind of difficult to talk to somebody because maybe you feel like they do more yelling than listening. And it's just the constant vibe. This could be conversations being had about you, Taurus. Could be people gathering in groups to discuss something that might be going on. I'm not sure what this is about. What is somebody talking about with Taurus? Seems like something is stressing you out, Taurus. Or you're nervous about something. Somebody's not very self-aware. What's going on with this? Okay, whatever is being discussed, these conversations, it just seems like you're turning your back on this situation. You're like, I don't have time for this. For some of you Taurians, this is something that is just ongoing as well. Persistent, but I don't know if this is bad or this is good conversation. I haven't established that yet. Some of this might be good, some of it might not be. You got this card that says trap. So I don't know if somebody is trying to maybe, I don't know, get you to react to something maybe. Bear with me, Taurus. I'm trying to see what's going on. I don't quite get it. You might be having some sleep paralysis, Taurus. Maybe there's something, you might be having some very vivid dreams, maybe some nightmares. You got write and rewrite. So maybe something about a dream might be worthy of writing down. Maybe you might get some sort of insight from it. And it might even be like the most random type of dream. But it might have a meaning to it. And you might not kind of see it at first. What's going on with Taurus? What is this conversation about? Why are people talking about you? Is this good or bad? Let's see. Okay, there's the birth of a baby. There could be news of a baby. Maybe this is why people are talking. You got a period of waiting. We're talking about pregnancy, like the gestation period. You're waiting for something. There's a situation that you're dealing with where you might be required to wait. Kind of have to wait something out before you kind of know the outcome to something. Okay, whatever this conversation is that you're having with someone, yeah, it seems like maybe you've been holding a lot in, Taurus or cross-watcher. And it seems like maybe you've been going through it. But it seems like there's something that's important to you that maybe you want to discuss with someone. I said it might just be difficult for you to say what you want to say. Okay, but until then, I think you might be having this conversation with yourself. It's all in your head. I think that might be where you're kind of having this conversation. Like you might be kind of rehearsing it in your head, what you really want to say, because it definitely feels like you want to get something off of your chest. Like I said, maybe it's just kind of difficult to. Or this might be that maybe you do, and maybe you feel like someone is kind of airing out your personal business to other people, and you feel like this is just something that you're constantly going through. I don't know. But like I said, you might just be kind of holding a lot in. I say some things that are happening that are beyond your control, and you might have to kind of wait it out. Yeah. I think you're waiting for the outcome of something. You're waiting to maybe hear back from something. The news of something. Maybe other people might know some information that maybe you don't know about that could be beneficial to you. What's going on with Taurus? Random Taurus. You might be seeing a lot of insects around you. A lot of bugs. And maybe some people that you might feel are phony. Maybe you might be going to the dentist. You might have some cavities to take care of, Taurus. It feels like you have a financial concern. You're feeling neglected, frustrated in some sort of way. It just seems like you're dealing with a lot, okay? You just been kind of holding it back. If it's not you, then this may have something to do with a child, right? This might be where you might be kind of very attentive to what maybe is going on with a child that could be around you, because you might notice, like I said, a lot of stress. Somebody passed in your situation as well, Taurus. It's the anniversary of someone's passing, or you're just kind of thinking about this person this week. You got a situation. I think this waiting game situation has something to do with the situation that you might feel that you can't resolve. And you might feel like you have some negative interference going on with this whole scenario. What is this about? This feels like this is about bills. I'm going to say something so random. It feels like it's a water bill. I don't know. You got a bill that I think that you're concerned about. These other people. Yeah, see? You are speaking. You're speaking to someone. These other people could be creating some sort of interference in some sort of way. It just seems like there's some sort of energy that's bombarding you. Yeah, somebody's coming back. Either this is someone returning, or this could be you possibly going to visit your hometown. That's what I feel like this is. Somebody you could be, yeah, I think you are going somewhere. Like you're going to meet up with someone, or somebody's coming to meet up with you. Somebody could literally be coming to your house. Maybe this is something that you've been waiting for. Or maybe someone has been maybe waiting to get in touch with you. Yeah, you're at a crossroads with a particular situation. Something you may need to speak to someone. Like I said, and maybe you're not. Maybe this is you talking to other people, maybe getting their advice about something, Taurus, before you talk to someone directly. Like I said, it just feels like there's an issue with you talking to someone directly because maybe you feel like someone does not listen. They don't take the time to maybe hear where you're coming from. And this might be a situation where you feel that you cannot resolve something with someone. So something just feels like it continues to be ongoing. And maybe this week you're just really stuck in your head. You're replaying things in your mind over and over. Maybe about a conversation that you could have possibly already had with someone. And it seems like you're caught in some type of loop. And maybe it's time to get out of that loop. Maybe it's time to let certain things go that you've really been dwelling on. Because it seems like it's doing nothing but bringing you down rather than empowering you and lifting you up. Maybe you're diving into a good book. Yeah, but yep, let's talk about it. I mentioned to you something's going on with kids. You might feel like you're giving them some sort of directive and maybe you feel like you're getting pushback. Or for some of you, talk to you about a conversation that maybe someone wants to have. I think this is you. You might feel like there's a kid that just, like I said, they don't listen. Or there's a situation where a child does want to talk, but they feel instead ordered around. And somebody's hurt over this situation. And it seems like someone in the scenario might be a bit afraid, or they may know that they may need to apologize, but they don't. I said this may be your father, your child's father, somebody around you. It just feels like there's a child that really needs some attention. Okay, maybe they want love, or they want the atmosphere between you and them to be different, that sort of thing. You do have something going on with your landlord. Okay, so that might be the situation where you might be speaking about something with them, or maybe there's a living situation that's just kind of up in the air right now, and this is where you're playing the waiting game. You might be hiring a realtor. You could be looking into moving, possibly, unless this is you maybe wanting to be a realtor. The way that you're looking at things, Taurus, is important this week. It seems like, yeah, you might see things differently this week. Seeker, I think you're a seeker of knowledge. I don't understand why people might be talking. Yeah, maybe this is a father figure that might be stepping up. Maybe your kids might need some help with or encouragement with their schoolwork, this sort of thing. Because it does look like there's a kid that's kind of struggling with school. With work, you might have some conflict. It just seems like it's difficult to work with certain people. You might feel like you don't quite... You're having like personality conflict, clashes with someone possibly. It seems like someone is looking at you as competition, or this is vice versa. You're not trying to create competition, especially if you are a business owner. It's not that someone intentionally, like one of you is intentionally not trying to create this animosity. It just seems like somebody feels threatened by the fact that you work in the same industry as them, or it's the other way around. And that's what this whole gossip is. People gathering in cliques to have conversations about you, or you feel isolated in some sort of way. Some childish games might be being played at work this week, Taurus, a cross-watcher. And that just might be the persistent energy. Whatever the case, there is a solution for every problem, especially if this is a financial matter and you may need to speak with someone about a financial matter. I mentioned to you something about a living situation, a lease, this sort of thing, a realtor. It's time to talk. But like I said, it may be time to talk to a child about what might really be going on with them, because it seems like I said, you are the authority figure, but you know what I mean? It just seems like somebody is maybe not taking the time out to maybe see where a child is coming from, and that's where the friction could possibly be at, potentially. We talked to, yeah, you owe some sort of money. You owe a balance, and trust and believe you're going to be able to see the snakes in the grass. They're going to make it completely obvious. It's not like you didn't know, especially with you see this card that says persistence. It's just, it's been going on for a while for some of you. And all of a sudden I want to say Pisceans, but I know that I'm reading for Taurus. Maybe some of you are Pisces as well, or you might be, that might give you a clue as to who we're talking about. But he could be getting out of jail as well. Taurus or cross watcher. You might be seeing it, witnessing it, or hearing about it. The advice for the Taurus nation, Taurus, excuse me, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Nourish your body. If you're tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself rather than pushing through it. Treat your body as a precious friend. Listen to its needs. I think you're pushing through. I said it seems like you're trying to provide, or you're trying to figure something out. Oh, some of you are tarot readers. Possibly some of you might be going to tarot to maybe try to figure out your situation. Listen to your body's needs. It feels like it's going to be important. That's interesting. Maybe some of you are witchy. Yeah, I think so. I think so. What is that about all of a sudden? Random, before I forget, you got mold. Possibly some of you, mold could be growing in your house. You got some sort of damp area in your house, your closet or whatever. You might want to check that out. Something could be causing damage, especially in your kitchen area. Yes, somebody's in jail. Somebody's getting out. What are we talking about? Advice for Taurus. Something new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Okay, someone new is coming. This could be in the form of a new relationship, partnership. It could be with business or whatever. It's time to play. Maybe your kids might want to go to the park, or maybe you might be taking your pets out. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Yeah, you are. You're worried about everything. Remember, you got this card that says that there is a solution to every problem. This might be you overthinking things, Taurus, and maybe in your mind kind of blowing things out of proportion. Take pleasure in the things you do. So maybe this is you, maybe going on vacation. There's a Pisces around you too. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. Angel of union. You might be coming back in contact with someone. You might be spending time with someone that you genuinely care about, whether or not this is a platonic relationship that I'm describing, or it's romantic, or it's a past tense romantic situation. Someone could possibly be returning. What's going on with the Gemini nation? Some of you are in the Gemini Taurus cusp. By the way, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Balance. Gemini. Maybe you're having some sort of disagreement with someone. Gemini. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Freedom. I don't know what that's about. Yep. Twin flame. For some of you, you might have a twin flame relationship with someone. And that might be who's returning. Okay. Yes. Somebody thinks something is hilarious, or someone's trying to poke fun at your situation. Gemini, you might feel like you are the butt of somebody's joke, or vice versa. You got somebody that might be looking at you with a lot of envy, Gemini. You got a card that says angel. Maybe that could be someone's name, possibly. Somebody could be spying on you. They might be trying to do so incognito, in disguise. But I think that you see what's going on. The observer. Gemini, this is either going on directly with you, or this could be something that you could be the observer of. You might not be an active participant of something, but you might kind of discover it or see it for yourself. You might be a spectator of something. In other words, maybe this could be something that could be going on online. Now, I do feel that somebody is masking their feelings about you. Gemini or cross watcher. Maybe you might not know someone's genuine feelings about you. Let's say somebody's watching you. Yeah. So if they are, like I said, they're trying to do so in disguise, in secret. You got a lot of eyeballs on you, Gemini or cross watcher. Some of these eyeballs that are watching you, like I said, they don't want you to know that they're watching you, that they're around. Or these are people that could be denying that they watch you, but they actually do. You got a Leo that's dominant in your reading. You have there's this like fixed sign energy. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio could be relevant. What's going on with Gemini Nation? What's going on with the Geminis? Gemini, somebody passed in your situation too. What is it with the bugs though? You might be noticing a lot of bug activity around you, Gemini. Unless we're not talking about a literal situation with actual insects. These bugs and parasites might come in the form of people. Since we talked about somebody watching you with a lot of envy sort of thing, the name Eva could be relevant in your situation. The name Lauralee could be relevant in your situation. What does somebody want? You got a Libra. Oh, someone wants you to listen. Is this you listening? Or is this someone kind of listening? Let's see. Let's say somebody's watching. Maybe they're listening too. Yep. Air sign. The Lovers, Gemini. Your energy is dominant in this reading unless this is a Gemini dealing with another Gemini. What is this? The Three of Swords? Yes. Come on now. Snakes in the grass. Somebody's trying to bind you. Not all of you, but somebody's doing binding spells. And you got a rat in your midst. Maybe this is literal. I said insects. These don't have to be in your home, but you might be noticing this. Maybe you're taking a nature walk. I don't know. But like I said, parasite. As soon as I part the deck. Parasitic energy around you. Okay? But maybe literally it's time to get an exterminator. There's a Pisces that shows up to your reading. A Cancer. Someone could be born, what am I trying to say? The year of the snake. I don't know what year that is, but like off the top of my head, but I see that, the Tower. This feels like somebody is looking at you, watching you out of jealousy. I just want to do a positive reading. It's picking up on, I mean, not to say that there aren't any positives, but it's definitely picking up on negatives. Life has ups and downs, and sometimes things are hidden from you, so your spirit guides are going to make sure that something comes out in the open if it's not completely apparent to you. What is going on? Yeah, did I say someone passed? You're discussing someone that may have passed, maybe a pet passed on. Gemini or cross watcher. Goodness. There's certain things that I see in this reading, but I'm not sure if I want to say this. I'm going to just say it. Gemini, somebody might need to go get some sort of health check. This health check has something to do with the uterine area. There could be some sort of uterine surgery. This could be an abortion. This could be hysterectomy. Somebody might have a history of cancer, or someone could have passed away from cancer. Offerings, prayer. Okay. So it seems like you're doing something about this, okay? If someone is doing magic in this situation, not all, like I said, for some, somebody's doing some sort of counterattack, or they're like setting up their spiritual defenses about something. If somebody is trying to push someone around spiritually, this feels like Gemini or cross watcher. Conch shell. And you got drums. Someone is definitely in touch with their ancestors. There's a lot of ancestor energy here. Somebody is trying to block you. I mentioned someone's trying to bind you. You got this shell here, which reminds me of Elegua. We're talking about ancestors. So this is what I mean. Some sort of offering or prayers to the ancestors. Feels like it may make a difference in your situation. If that's not something that you're open to, disregard it. But again, an air sign. Like I said, this is an air. You're an air sign, Gemini. Wow, altar. Come on. That's what I mean. You're very, you got it too. Taurus had it, and so do you. As I say, Gemini, Taurus, cusp, you could be. You're very witchy. Or you're going to someone, a practitioner. Some of you, it's for baneful magic. Someone is trying to do baneful magic against you in order to bind or block you. This is due to childishness. This is due to envy. You know what I mean? Someone's trying to stop someone because of envy. Ancestors, they come in, they step in your situation. You got a Virgo that comes up in your reading. You might be eating a lot of sweets this week, Gemini or cross watcher. Maybe you might be going shoe shopping for you or your children. Definitely time to get to the doctor. This is not a uterine issue. This feels like this is a breathing issue. Pulmonary artery, pulmonary embolism. I don't know why I'm getting that. Pneumonia. What's going on with the diaphragm? It feels like. It's blood issue for some of you. Anemia, I feel. Or this is you maybe possibly getting your labs drawn. Definitely a separation. Some of you are separating from someone that maybe you were married to, or some of you are in a third party and someone is separating from that person, possibly. If they're not separating now, something might go down over the summer. Yep, this is what's going on. This is, why am I picking up pulmonary though? This feels like this is an arterial issue. Salt, kidneys, heart. This is a, I'm saying pulmonary. I'm trying to say coronary. This is, they're linked. This is like somebody has CHF, COPD, this sort of thing. Like congestive heart failure. Something is going on with the diaphragm. I don't know. Random side note. You might have some muscle aches. It has everything to do with the way that you're eating. That's what I mean. If something is going on with your health, it might be something that you're putting in your body that might be being very, that might be creating an atmosphere of unwellness. You're definitely having someone around you that has selective hearing. And it would be a good idea. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but the way that you're eating definitely sets the tone for how you might be feeling and how productive that you might be this week. It could be something that you're putting in your body that could possibly be making you kind of sluggish, make you go to sleep out of nowhere, make you feel tired, or could possibly be creating more anxiety for you. Some of you, this is a liver issue. Whatever the case, it just feels like there's something that's going on within your body that really needs to be looked into and needs to be investigated. Something might be going on in the brain area as well. And this is you possibly just having a lot of brain fog, a lot of forgetfulness, or this is like maybe your this feels like this is your pulses, okay? Again, this has something to do with hypertension, elevated blood pressure. Something's going on, Gemini, and it might be your body's response to something that you're putting into it. If it's not you, then it's somebody around you. Please look into your health. It's the most highlighted thing in your reading. I don't say that to cause anxiety. I say it for whomever needs to hear it to be informed. Okay, let's see. And if it's not you, Gemini, it could be somebody around you that might be going through it. That's what I mean. Something is hidden. You might not see a health issue, something could get in, and it might be necessary for you to investigate it or see what's really going on. Some of you, you're losing a key. There's some secrets that are going on around you. Other people know about it. The child that might be keeping secrets, maybe you're a gardener, I don't know, Gemini, definitely. What is this going on with the key? Something might be going on with your household. Maybe it's time to get a lock. Maybe random. Do you need like a padlock, a combination lock? Whatever issue is going on with you that's just on your brain this week, you got some skin irritation, it feels like. Whatever is going on in your mind, you might be making a situation bigger in your head than it really genuinely is, Gemini or cross-watcher. And you might be maybe helping someone see that, or this is you seeing a solution to a situation. Somebody feels like they're trying to gang up on you spiritually. I'm saying gang up, so maybe it's more than one person. It won't work. Gemini or cross-watcher, the outcome for the Gemini nation when it comes to this magic issue, spiritual communication. I think that this is your spirit guide speaking to you about something, making something evident to you. Restitution, finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. Someone may have taken something from you, and it does not have to be a literal object. This could be that someone took something from you spiritually. And your spirit guides are making sure that something gets returned to you that was taken from you. Because it does. It feels like someone's trying to keep you from something. Divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. This is what I mean. You got some people that are tag teaming you, possibly teaming up on you or whatever, Gemini or cross-watcher, and it just won't work. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Libra in your sun, Moon, rising, Venus, dominant in your natal chart, or if you're cross-watching for a Libra, and you might find some information in this reading that may resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please do not force fit the reading or assume that every scenario that is mentioned in the reading applies to you. It could possibly apply to you. It may apply to someone around you, or maybe none of it might apply to you. It may not be your reading. So keep all of that in mind as you listen. Let's get into it. What's going on with the Libras, Libra Nation? You're leaving something. You're leaving it. You're contemplating leaving something behind. This feels like this is a love relationship, Libra. Maybe having to do with a Gemini. Somebody might be creeping around on you with a whole bunch of other people. Libra, a cross-watcher. I feel tempted to call you Gemini. If I do, I don't think it's by coincidence. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Maybe that's why I'm feeling Gemini so heavily. But you have a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. That could be relevant. You might be dealing with someone that you might feel could be, maybe they're only concerned about themselves. You might feel. That might be how you perceive them. Someone could be arrogant. You might feel full of ego. Like I said, these things do not have to be true, but someone could possibly be perceiving someone this way. So keep an open mind as you hear the reading. Yep, you got a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You're not speaking to someone. If it's that you are speaking, it's that you're not speaking about the main issue. Seems like someone is trying to dance around the issue, and maybe you have been vocal about some issues in the relationship because it looks like somebody wants to save it. But it looks like something right about now, Libra or cross-watcher could be looking a little bit rocky. One of you wants to save it, and the other one of you, I'm trying to see if you do. Like, I'm confused. Some of you, this already happened. Maybe you've already exited a relationship. For some of you, you're in the thick of this week, and you're having to make a decision about it. Some of you are staying put in a situation that you feel is, like I said, rocky. And it might be for financial reasons. It might be fear of the unknown. Some of you are worried about where you're going to live. You got a Capricorn that shows up in your reading. There's a Taurus, a Scorpio. Okay. See, are you coming back? Yeah. You are. Someone could be coming back. But I don't think this is an abnormal thing for you, Libra. You might feel that this is like an on again, off again vibe. This is you determining whether or not it's worth revisiting the past. Okay, because like I do feel that you had a special bond with someone, but like I said, you feel like you can't trust this person. They've done some things behind your back, or you might feel that they've done something to a child. Demon. I think that someone has a lot of vices. Well, you have the devil and you have demon. I'm going to say this for Libra as well. You could have possibly, you or someone around you could have invited some sort of demonic energy into your household. Not in every case is it, did you invite this? For some of you, it was sent. But I will say that somebody seems kind of comfortable with this energy. What is this devil about? I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we'll look at it briefly. Yeah, see that? You got the High Priestess, King of Wands. See, and you got the Magician in reverse. You have some sort of situation going on. Like I said, this is either something that you invited in, or somebody's sending this to you and you're being watched. For some of you, not all of you is this the case. I usually want to know why. What is this about? Uncertainty, distrust, guarded. All right. So you have that scenario. You're feeling uncertain. You're feeling a bit of distrust. Your guard is definitely up. You've been hurt, possibly by a Virgo, or you are the Libra Virgo. Possibly there's a Cancer that's here also. There's an Aries. You had a lot of signs in your reading. Maybe something has affected a lot of people that are around you. Maybe it's just not something that has affected you. Like I said, someone could possibly be returning. And like I said, you might feel like somebody has addictions, they have vices, and, so I mean somebody is conjuring something up, Libra. Be careful of who's around you. No, I'm not saying be paranoid, but I am saying be aware of who's in your energy. Like I said, you're guarded. Somebody's energy around you, Libra or cross watcher, is sketchy. Even if they're not around you spiritually, this energy might be hovering over you. Yeah, and I definitely feel like you're picking up on it, Libra, a cross watcher. What is this? You got a Sagittarius that's in your reading also. So someone comes back. You're feeling a bit guarded. Okay, because of what they put you through. Because I think somebody put you through hell. I think so. Yeah, this is a romantic partner. For some of you, others of you, it's a family member that might be coming back. So what happens next? You got the Alchemist. Thank you. Some of you, there's some sort of magic being done. Innocent. Somebody throws stones and they try to hide their hand. Somebody in your situation lies a lot. And I think you already know about this, Libra or cross watcher. And then it looks like somebody's going to play victim about something. Did you have an argument with someone? I don't quite understand. Yeah, I think so. And it may have been tied to a legal situation. Like I said, somebody comes back, or this is a legal situation that comes right back, potentially. Some of you, the legal situation has something to do with, like I mentioned to you, living arrangements, the living situation. Or maybe this is having to do with elderly people that are around you. Maybe you're having to play caretaker for maybe parents, or maybe you work in healthcare, I don't know, and you take care of Maybe work in a convalescent home. Anyway, somebody's coming back. I'm trying to see what happens. I guess it's kind of up to you. Let's say somebody's sketchy. Somebody's two-faced. Libra. Yeah, some of you, something's going on with family. You might have to tend to family in some sort of way. There's a family member that kind of might be drowning, and it has something to do with their financial situation for some of you. For others of you, this is a kid in school. They can't keep up with the pace. Libra. This could be a child with a learning disability. And this whole weird situation that I'm seeing in the background could have something to do with maybe what they're going through at school. Maybe this is not you. Maybe they're surrounded by people that are two-faced. This sort of thing. There might be someone that you're observing around a child that might be, you might feel is sketchy. You're suspicious of this person. You might see someone that is around a child and you might have your reservations about it and you might speak on it. Libra, a cross-watcher. Yeah, but when it comes to a love relationship, it feels like it was cheating on a partner that makes someone not very trustful of taking a situation back in. Even though someone feels that they had a very beautiful bond with you, it just seems like it's a trust factor and maybe an addiction issue. Like maybe somebody has a cheating addiction and maybe they need to kind of figure that out first before you might feel that you can take them back. Maybe this is a romantic partner that you might feel is two-faced. Maybe you saw them one way in the beginning and now that things have kind of changed and you're now seeing the truth of the situation. Somebody is just maybe possibly not who you thought they were in the beginning. Like I said, this feels like this is an intimate partner, or this is someone is getting involved with someone intimately on the side. Libra, what is the advice? It's not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. I don't know. We didn't talk about that. I don't know what this is about, but something in your situation, maybe you are looking for freedom from something, or you are looking for the truth. You're waiting for something to come to an ending, a completion, and maybe it's just not time. Somebody's in jail, by the way. Libra. Somebody doesn't want you to give up on love with them. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and be open to divine guidance. So if this is you kind of lost in thought or feeling confused about what decision to make, you'll notice signs from above that kind of make it clear that this is the answer to maybe something that you're looking for. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. So if there's something that you're in need of, if it's guidance, insight, financial situations, legal advice, whatever this is, it has the ability to show up. Pay attention to the signs. These signs might be coming in the form of angel numbers, repeating numbers, this sort of thing. It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you'll be able to look to the future with a smile. Something is almost over. You might not realize it. It might be a relationship that somebody might be hanging on to by a thread. Something is almost over. And it seems like you're about to get on the other side of something. Libra, I'm trying not to call you Gemini. So I don't know what this is about a Gemini in your energy or an earth sign in your energy, but I definitely sense it. Resonate with you if you happen to have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, dominant in your natal chart, or you're cross-watching for a Scorpion. Pick in what resonates and throw out the rest. Let's see what's going on with the Scorpios. Scorpio, some of you could possibly be moving. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If someone wants to restore a relationship with you, someone from your past. But this could be a family member. As in, maybe you've lost touch with a family member. Maybe you haven't seen them. Maybe they live on the south side of something. I don't know, maybe you're buying a home. Maybe you could possibly be restoring that. Maybe you're doing some home decorating. Scorpio. Some of you Scorpios are dealing with an air sign. Are you on the cusp with air? You are not. Libra. Actually, my bad. You are on a cusp. Some of you are Libra. Libra, Scorpio. You may have a very deep connection with spirituality. Or you're connected to someone who is spiritual. Someone is struggling to express themselves, Scorpio. Yeah, this is an intimate partner. Oh, you had a lot of things going on. It looks like you got some career moves that you might have coming up. Seems like you are connecting with your spirit guides, or they have a special message for you. They do want you to treat your body well. And they do want you to have balance in your life, especially in your eating. Because it looks like something could really be off with that. So you might be making some health changes. It seems like you might be forced to make some changes with your health because of certain circumstances or whatever might be going on in your body. This week, they want you to clear your mind. You might really be connecting with your ancestors. Either you're going to a spiritualist or you just are a very spiritual person. And you might be doing some sort of altar work, maybe for your ancestors or whatever, or for a particular situation that might be going on in your life. And it might have something with money, have something to do with money. Because, yeah, this is a money altar. I think there's something about your financial situation that you're wanting to change. Random Scorpio, you could possibly be stopping by the pharmacy. Are you not feeling well? You didn't pick up some cough drops? What I mean, someone they may have something to say. Like I said, somebody might kind of struggle to express how they feel. Someone possibly could be someone that maybe you kind of let go. Aquarius is relevant. This feels like this has something to do with a living situation for you. Some of you Scorpios. Somebody might have, you might have a Cancerian. This might have something to do with your baby's mama or your wife or whatever. It seems like this is where someone has reached a dilemma. Yeah, you're dealing with another water sign for some of you. Yeah, you let somebody go. Somebody possibly could be coming back and maybe they're different. Are they different in a good way or different in a bad way? I don't know. Was somebody kind of spying, looking at a situation from a distance? Somebody is going to a spiritualist, a tarot reader, or this sort of thing. Maybe you are a seer. So you block somebody on socials. Whatever this conversation is about, Scorpio, this feels like somebody's dodging this conversation. This could potentially be a very emotional conversation. Scorpio. For some of you, the conversation could be that somebody is not happy and they're ready to end this. It seems like somebody's worried about someone dealing with rejection. Maybe someone doesn't deal with rejection well. You might have some outsiders that could be manipulating the relationship as well. One of you is invested. And the other of you, it feels like the relationship is over. They just won't say it, but you might kind of feel it in their body language. Scorpio. You have some sort of sinus pressure, sinus issue. You have someone that might be stepping out on a marriage or a relationship, Scorpio. Somebody feels stuck. Not happy, but yet feeling stuck. Why are you feeling stuck? Somebody wants to leave, but they might feel like they can't. And someone definitely recognizes that you have someone else. You got a Leo in your relationship. I guess you might have a Leo in your relationship. You might be giving someone the silent treatment. Somebody does come through to talk. This is a delayed conversation. Somebody wants to heal the relationship. Especially if you're separated from someone, someone's not happy with the separation, the way that it is. They don't really want to be in an awkward, tense situation. And somebody this week could be drinking heavily, thinking about this situation. Somebody's not in a good place about your relationship right now. Like I said, if it's platonic or romantic, somebody just feels like maybe you guys can't see eye to eye, or there is just no teamwork. Two of you cannot work together to maybe complete something, or maybe this has something to do with raising the children. Maybe there's something that you don't see the same way, and you might feel like it's kind of difficult for the two of you to come together and come to a compromise. There's abuse in this relationship. If it's not abuse of alcohol, drugs, this is some sort of emotional abuse that someone feels like they're experiencing. And somebody might feel like the other person is not trying to do anything about it. So this week, someone's kind of angry about it. So maybe a tense situation, but this is not a new tense situation. It seems like things have been tense for a minute, tense and awkward, and other people might be noticing it and saying it. Someone feels like the boundaries have been overstepped, and I think somebody is angry this week. And maybe they're angry for days, and maybe they don't talk for days. And it could be because someone is viewing someone as quick-tempered. Someone just thinks it and they say it. Someone may not actually think about what they're saying and how it may affect another person. Scorpio. Some of you singles, you might be getting into a relationship. Be careful. Somebody might be a fast talker and they might be moving very quickly, yet offering very little. Be careful this week, Scorpio, about working. You might be working a lot, and maybe there might be friends and family that feel like maybe you don't have time for them. And maybe they feel like they might be misconstruing that. They might feel like you're not working on the connection between the two of them, or somebody might be using work as a means of escape from what's going on at home and, intentionally spending time at work. Somebody might be feeling like they have an obligation to stay, and this is why someone feels stuck. They feel like they have to, even though they might be very annoyed by the situation this week. For some of you, you are physically distant from this person and they're waiting to hear from you. For others of you, you got some sort of harassment in the background. Somebody might be expecting a baby. You might be hearing about it, Scorpio or cross watcher. Yeah, for some of you, this feels like this is family tension, not just tension between one person, but maybe tension within the household. Somebody this week comes back to try to make things better. It could be a Taurus. Some of you, somebody's reacting to you in a very negative way, a very aggressive way. And you might be seeing that you might feel that it is you that is the issue, but this feels like there's someone in your situation that's not confident in who they are. And this is why they do the things that they do. When it comes to your financials, be careful that nobody is kind of pulling the wool over your eyes when it comes to money. Somebody could be. If you haven't had access to the funds that you need, or if this is someone being controlling and trying to keep money from you, seems like there's you gain access to something here. It feels like it possibly is through some sort of spiritual work. Like I said, it seems like financial situations have a way of remedying themselves, or you're doing some sort of altar work and it brings in the money that you need. Somebody feels like the passion has gone out of the relationship, and this is why somebody stepped out. Anyway, it looks like maybe you are trying to reach the next level, but the way that you manage your time this week is going to be everything. So it looks like you're trying to figure out a way to make your financial situation better, or someone around you is. Maybe you might be going somewhere to clear your head. possibly going outdoors, maybe going on a trip, but definitely getting out of your norm. It looks like the universe is definitely sending you help. And it looks like it could even be with building bridges with people where you feel like bridges have been burned. With work, I think that you could potentially be moving up. It just feels like you have a decision to make about that. Or you have a Leo that you might need to discuss something with. Yeah, something's going to require you to take a risk. It's going to require you to maybe step out of your comfort zone to get promoted or to get where you really want to be professionally. I see you kind of making some changes in that area. Scorpio, it just seems like there's someone that you're working with closely this week that might be dishonest, or you might be questioning someone's integrity around you this week. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the Scorpio nation: nourish your body. You got to be dealing with a Taurus, your opposite sign. If you're tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself rather than pushing through it. Treat your body as a precious friend. Listen to its needs. I think this is you maybe necessary to find balance. It seems like there's a financial goal or some sort of goal that you're after, and you're really pushing your body to its limits. And your body, your spirit guides are trying to tell you that your body is a temple. Take care of your body. Treat it well. It may be the things that you're putting in it. You might notice that you might feel that you're starting to abuse your body in some sort of way because it's screaming at you. It's letting you know that it's not in a healthy place for some of you. Be a comfort to yourself. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment all is well. It feels like your anxiety might be getting to you. And it might be the way that you're speaking to yourself that might be a hindrance to you in a lot of different ways, Scorpio. Seems like you're very hard on yourself, and there might, as a result, be someone around you that feels like you hold them to that same standard. That you're just hard on them. They make a mistake, you're harping on them, this sort of way. Somebody around you this week is very emotional. And I don't know. It might be like an emotionally delicate situation. You might be taking a break from somebody. Scorpio or cross watcher. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Aries in your sun, moon, rising, dominant in your natal chart, or if you're cross watching for an Aries, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate for you. Take what resonates, disregard the rest, or sometimes what might not resonate with you might be playing out in someone else's life around you if it's not happening directly to you. Listen to this with an open mind and please don't force fit the reading. Let's get into it. Aries, I'm going to say this. You might have a lot of insect activity around you too. You might be noticing a lot of, spiders are not insects, but you get what I mean. Bugs, but particularly spiders. Not really the flying ones. These feels like these are the crawling ones. Yes, this is Aries. I almost want to call you Scorpio too. What's going on with the dealing with fixed signs? Yeah. Scorpio, Aries, no, that's cardinal. Scorpio is fixed, but you're dealing with a cardinal sign, possibly Libra, yourself, Aries, Capricorn, or a Cancer. Self-expression, imagine, allow. Okay, somebody might want to talk to you, or this is you. Maybe you want to express yourself, especially in a partnership. Okay, maybe in a relationship with someone. It seems like it. It doesn't have to be that way, but it seems like somebody might feel like it's a bit risky to do so. Risk versus safety. Somebody might feel like it's not really a good idea to say what's really on their mind. Somebody might be tiptoeing around the issue or holding a lot back. You might be noticing it in their body language. They may be acting very tense around you though. Aries or cross watcher. There's a Leo, if I didn't say that already. What's going on with the Aries nation? Yes, clear the fog. You might have a hazy situation with someone. Why? Aries, what happened? Why are you clearing something up? What happened? What got you here? Some lies. Somebody feel like they may be copped out. They took the easy way out. Maybe they obviously were not honest with you, or maybe were not honest with other people that could have been observers in the situation. Somebody is regretting this. So somebody might feel that you're completely aware that they lied, and maybe they're trying to make things right with you, trying to make things better. I think that there is someone that would like to speak with you. Aries or cross watcher. Maybe some of you are public speakers. You have a legal situation, Aries. Some of you. Somebody is just constantly doing something that is just getting on your nerves. Aries or cross watcher, and you wish that somebody would just stop, and it just seems like somebody just does not know when to stop. And this might not be your partner. This might just be something that might be going on around you, like possibly some sort of harassment. Okay, so this is someone's intention. They want to come and clean up the mess. They want to start over. Even though they lied, they're trying to maybe clear something up. And it looks like maybe you've taken some time away from this person. It might be somebody that you work with. That's random. Okay, so you're not really around this person right now, Aries or cross watcher. Somebody might have messaged you. Maybe this is you having some words going back and forth by text. Angry words, bitter words. Yeah, you definitely have somebody that's clinging, watching, obsessing, and then possibly lying about it. Trust. Somebody's going to take the easy way out. Somebody feels like it's easier to lie than to tell the truth. So if this is not this person clearing things up, it might be you and somebody else talking about it. What's going on with the Aries nation? Okay, yeah, this is due to some sort of trickery. Now, it does look like somebody feels like maybe they got into a relationship when they were still feeling damaged from a previous one. And maybe this is someone's way, someone's mean, angry, and this feels like this is someone's way of kind of like keeping a wall up. It's like their defense mechanism. Somebody might see this about themselves, and yeah, maybe that you might feel that someone wasn't very self-aware in the beginning, and maybe now they've kind of seen this about themselves, or vice versa. And maybe you might feel manipulated by someone. You might have felt like somebody was purely selfish and out for themselves. Like I said, this is their way of playing games and being mean and pushing you away, is their way of kind of protecting themselves from getting hurt. So they're possibly deciding to work on their personal issues. And I think that someone might not feel, may not know if the two of you feel the same way about each other, but they don't want there to be tension. They don't want there to be any fighting. And it seems like if there's been a delay, there's just been too much what if scenarios in their head. They're like, well, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? And maybe that's what's keeping them from coming toward you to say what they really want to say, or this is the reason that they lied. For some of you, somebody might be lying to you because they don't want, if they were to tell you the truth, they feel like you're just going to go off on them or be real extra. And maybe this is you. Maybe you found out online about something, and maybe it just really hurt you. And maybe you're being very silent about it. And maybe somebody doesn't really know what that means. They don't know why you're being silent or distant. They know why, but maybe at first they don't. So they're avoiding you. Somebody has a jealousy issue, an envy issue, especially if they don't feel like they get enough attention, then they may go out of their way to try to trigger you. What happens with this situation? We talked about it. Somebody wants to clean up their mess. Maybe in the past, they didn't care about the consequences of whatever they were doing. And now I think somebody's kind of confused about the situation. Maybe both of you are confused. Maybe not. Both of you might not be completely clear on why certain things happened, what was said that was true and what was not. Somebody has a lot of feelings for you, Aries or cross watcher, but they might hide them out of pride. Even if this is not platonic, this is not like a romantic love. It doesn't have to be that that's the case. It could be admiration. Somebody might not want to tell you that. Parenting and children. This feels like this is mainly with a parenting and children, a parent and child situation. They may have lied to you. Like I said, anger, frustration. Somebody might feel that someone kind of lashes out. Or they felt like this could be how this might potentially go down. Yeah, that's kind of what somebody's thinking. Somebody's seeing somebody as superficial, self-absorbed, and they're suspicious of someone. This is a codependent type of thing for some of you. Or this is what somebody is getting out of, a codependent situation. Where does this go for the Aries nation? Somebody wants to heal this. And if there's a child, they might feel like they want to get out of the grips of, they might feel a very controlling parent. Okay. Maybe things might turn back, restore to a place of harmony, especially if this is family. Yeah. Maybe potentially something could be healed. Maybe there is a connection between you and someone that could genuinely be salvaged. It just seems like somebody might need to come correct and be real. It may not solve the problem completely, but it may be a start. It may not be, you know what I mean, for everyone, but for some of you, this is just an observation. It looks like being honest and revealing the truth could be beneficial. Some of you Aries are in relationships and you have a lot of red flags that are very evident to you around this time. Pay attention. And it doesn't even have to be in a romantic relationship. It could be something else. When it comes to your money, you've been waiting for money. It seems like there have been some delays. And maybe you're not where you would like to be financially. And maybe right now you're feeling a bit stuck. It might have something to do with your job. Maybe you're kind of ready to move on from it. And maybe you're kind of just sticking around because it pays the bills. Something about that might change. And there might be a major decision that you could possibly be making about that. You might also want to put money into your vehicle. Or this is some sort of car payment that you have might be coming up. You might be reassessing your bills too. Aries, you might find that you're maybe overpaying, overspending. This feels like this is not the week to splurge on things. You might not feel like you have the disposable income to do so. And if you might kind of regret it. You got a lot of decisions to make. It seems like it could be with moving, or it could be with job, with your work. Something might feel a little bit vague or a little bit uncertain. There might be a loan that comes through for you, or somebody could be maybe asking you for a loan, or you could be loaning out money. You have a job interview that's coming up for some of you. And put on your best. It looks like you might really impress. Someone might be very impressed by you. They might see you as very polished, very put together, very well spoken. Seems like you might be able to pay off some debt too. There might be some money that comes in kind of out of nowhere. It might be kind of sprinkled into your account unless it has something to do with this loan. There's somebody that you need to follow up with. Aries, you need to get in touch with someone. Like I said, you might need to speak with someone about a financial matter. Make sure that you do. That would be the beneficial thing to do. Or if this is you waiting to maybe hear back from a job, there might be some follow-up. It could have been a background check that could have held something up. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the Aries nation. Hey, Christy from Australia. Thank you. quiet your mind. Overthinking a problem is not the key to any door. Take a few breaths to still your inner chatter. Let yourself just be for a while. It feels like it's in the things that you are telling yourself this week. Aries, I wanted to call you Taurus so bad. Is that a cusp? Aries, Taurus? Yes. Anyway, you're overthinking something and it's frustrating you. And then it seems like it becomes a perpetual problem. You think one thing and then it has a domino effect, and then you're, talking down on yourself. Be careful of the way that you speak to yourself. You're very critical of yourself. You got some negative thinking. This is something that you can control with some practice, Aries. Seems like that might be something that might be getting you down. Leo, this reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Leo in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, 7th house, dominant in your natal chart, or if you're cross-watching for Leo. You might find some information that might resonate for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Leo or cross-watcher, you might be coming into some money. You might be. You definitely have someone around you that is deceptive, or there could be someone that could be viewing you as this. In a relationship, some of you, hear me when I say some of you, not all of you have a third party. Some of you do, and somebody's creeping, and they're being deceptive about it, and they're trying to cover up their cheating. There's something that's near and dear to your heart, Leo, and it looks like it may actually come through for you. You have a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, and you might have to multitask a lot of different things. Some things in your life, Leo, it's time to let go of. It's time to move on with your life. And you might kind of see that the writing is on the wall. And it may have something to do with the Scorpio that could possibly be bringing that to light. Love relationships seem a little bit complicated. Or there's just a past relationship that was complicated and it might seem like it's still on your mind. You might have something going on in your gut area. Maybe this is some digestive issues, or this is having something might be going on with like your reproductive organs. Let's see what might be going on with maybe you're ovulating. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on. What's going on with the Leos? You have a very strong bond with someone. Spiritual connection with someone, Leo. You got something going on with your living arrangements as well. Something that you're working on is worth it. It's worth your investment. The universe is definitely trying to show you something. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. There's something that you're working toward. You're putting effort towards something. Leo, this could have something to do with a fitness goal. Possibly, because it does look like maybe you're working towards something. You're trying to change something about yourself, maybe on a physical level. It's paying off. Like I said, something is definitely worth the investment, and you'll see it coming up. What's going on with Leo? Somebody doesn't like your confidence, Leo. Or Leo, you don't like somebody's confidence level. Somebody's confidence level is a threat to someone. Not a real threat. This is a perceived threat. Somebody is viewing you as cocky, arrogant, vain. Or this is how you're viewing someone. It doesn't mean that it's true, Leo. But that could just be someone's perception of you. Yep. Jealousy. That's what I mean. Somebody is jealous of your confidence level. What are you doing, Leo? That is like somebody's intimidated by that, or vice versa. Some of you are obviously dealing with an Aquarius. Somebody wants you to fall. Trust. Leo or cross watcher, someone feels that you are a threat. Some of you, this is another Leo. And they may not realize that you have Leo in your chart, or you might not realize that this other person does. See, something about you has sparked some sort of self-hatred in someone else. So you might kind of notice someone is kind of acting out of character. Then it's not really out of character for this person. I don't think so. Someone is coming across a bit childish, and they could be really trying to poke at you, Leo. Maybe this is somebody that might realize what your weaknesses are, your perceived weaknesses. Maybe they're aware of what your perceived weaknesses are, and they're really trying to dig at those things to try to get a reaction out of you, Leo or cross watcher. What's going on with the Leo nation? You might be keeping your distance from someone. Maybe you're not talking to them. Queen of Cups, that would be you. No, why am I thinking this is? Maybe you're on the Cancer Leo cusp, or you are Leo and you have water in your chart. You got possibly an Aries. You might have an issue with a child. There's a Sagittarius. Maybe you don't see eye to eye on money with someone. Somebody in jail. Leo. Maybe somebody might need someone's assistance to get bailed out of jail. But possibly be a family member. You might be connecting with someone who is a part of the Aries nation. It might be their birthday. Revelation. Something's being revealed. Somebody might be breaking something to you, revealing some sort of news to you. Maybe you might see something online. Or that might be where the harassment is. Oh, no, there's definitely something going down online. Maybe some of you work online. And somebody is, maybe that's where the issue is. Somebody might be comparing themselves to you. The way that you live, or the way that they see your life, might be the complete opposite of theirs. And this is where the jealousy is coming from. You do have a court situation. If you have a court date, Leo, make sure you attend that court date. You might have something that's pending, okay? You might need to go to court for something for whatever reason. It's a parent-child relationship. There's a relationship that requires a lot of work. And it looks like there's someone that's willing to work on this, to make this better. And at the same time, you might feel like you have or you are just making too many sacrifices for someone that you might feel manipulates the situation to their advantage at times. I mean, it's your confidence. Somebody might see you as a show-off, Leo. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the case. It's just somebody is perceiving you in a way of, you know what I mean? They're jealous of something that you do, you have, the way that you present yourself. Like I said, this could be another Leo. Yeah, I think somebody is willing to work on this, feeling like they're making too many sacrifices, but still feeling like someone just will not make any real changes. Somebody sees this as though someone's not going to change. Maybe this week, Leo, you might be stress eating. You could possibly be reaching for a lot of sweets. Okay, this is because someone has a lot more influence. I said something about online. Maybe you work online. It's like someone's jealous of what somebody does for a living, this feels like. Yeah, you might have some money that could have been held up, Leo, and maybe that money gets dispersed into your account this week. Something might be going on in court, and maybe something about this might be unfair, or somebody could be going about a situation in an unfair way. What's going on with Leo? Maybe you're not feeling well, and this feels like out of jealousy. Leo or cross watcher, somebody could be trying to stand in your way. Maybe you haven't been seeing the people that you love. Maybe you're kind of just keeping in your room, and maybe you're trying to get yourself grounded. Maybe you're meditating. Like you're very sensitive, spiritually, maybe even emotionally. Maybe this is why you're keeping your distance as well. Oh, okay. So yeah, there could be some gossip going on around you. Maybe you might overhear something, observe something. All right, there's definitely information circulating. So again, be careful about who you're maybe discussing your information with, or what information you're putting online. It seems like that could be something that could be being discussed. See, it seems like somebody doesn't take you seriously, Leo or cross watcher. You might feel like somebody's trying to humiliate you, and you might have something to say about it. You might be trying to, maybe you feel like you want to call someone out. Somebody thinks that something is hilarious, and it feels like it's due to something that was said. Okay, somebody hears something and they think it's funny. Or this is someone, because of your confidence level, they're trying to knock you down a peg. They don't like it, and they want you to chill out. That sort of thing. Okay, yeah, money might be a little bit delayed. It does come in. You have, this doesn't feel like this is a love relationship. It feels like you might have a casual relationship with someone. For some of you, this is a side piece. For some of you, there's somebody that's real possessed. That might be in your energy, or that might be around you. I think that's the jealous person. Yes, come on. I don't know if you can see this. Clearly somebody has a puppet in their hands. I mean, you can use a puppet for positive things. You can use it for healing. You can use it for, like, if you're having a pain in your body, you could put a pin there to kind of like ease that pain. But obviously someone's not doing it for positive reasons. Someone is doing this for baneful reasons. Like I said, jealousy, childishness. Like I said, they're unhinged. That sort of thing. Is this Leo? Of course it's Leo. Okay. Okay. Relationships. It seems like other people could be in someone's ear about you. That's obvious. And maybe you know about it. Other people, it feels like others could be getting in the way. Maybe you might feel that someone has an issue thinking for themselves, and that's the whole problem that you have with them. Some of you, you're in a relationship with someone, or you're getting to know them. This is someone that might be around for right now, but this is not like a forever long-lasting situation. You might just kind of date someone and have an on-again, off-again relationship with them, and this person may end up coming back. You may have put this person on a pedestal. You may have gone out of your way to cater to this person, and maybe you feel like they had an affair on you, or you might be the side piece in the situation, Leo, and you don't know. For others of you, you're well aware that there is a third party situation, and somebody is perfectly fine with sticking around and with the situation the way that it is. You're dealing with someone who likes to get a lot of attention. And might be somebody that, you know, that kind of does get that attention, that female attention, that male attention, and it seems like somebody can't stand it. But like I said, that's what that jealousy situation is about, Leo. A cross-watcher, somebody can't stand that about you. That, like I said, the fact that you're confident, you stick out, you stand out in some sort of way. I can't make that make sense. So I don't even know how to elaborate on that. Leos. Yeah. There's games being played. For some of you, this gossip is at work. Okay. Phoniness. Fake people. Or at least one. One might stand out in the bunch. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the... Before I say that, you have a child that's really starved for attention, Leo. You have a child that's a Leo, possibly. And if it's not your own child, this could be a niece, nephew, or whatever. Somebody is just really, they feel kind of blocked off, or they might be really going through something. And this jealousy may have something to do with sibling rivalry, possibly. Advice, or is there anything else for the Leo Nation? You're having some sort of breathing issue, maybe. It's time to lighten up. It feels like your guys are saying you've been going through a lot. You had a lot of heavy energy around you, Leo. They want you to look at the lighter side of things. Your spirit guides do. The advice for the Leos. Leo, release fear. So maybe this is just something comes up to kind of induce your fear, or something's just been kind of ongoing. What is it with the portals in your house? Maybe the mirrors. Somebody could possibly be doing mirror magic. Someone could possibly be mirroring you. This is what I mean. This is strange, weird energy. Somebody kind of wants to be a carbon copy of you, possibly. Release fear. Stop inventing stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. I think somebody is an inventor of stories. Like this whole gossip thing. Somebody's saying some things about you to you, you know, etc. Or you're saying this about someone, and there's a storyteller. Anyway, your mind could be, there might be some thoughts in your head where you might be getting carried away by them. Things that maybe haven't happened yet, and maybe it's you kind of moving fast, going at such a fast pace, or you're taking on too much, biting off more than you can chew. To avoid burnout, do not do too much too fast. Going slower lets you appreciate the miracle of the moment and the richness of your life. It's necessary to slow down, maybe even when you're driving. Leo, you're late, distracted, possibly when you're driving. Then not a good combination this week, you know? And if there's certain things that you don't know or that you're worried about, and these things have a way of working things out. Somebody's definitely trying to block you from some sort of achievement or some sort of goal. You could possibly be blocking someone energetically, but definitely online. Or by phone or whatever. You're blocking somebody's phone call. Or maybe somebody can't get in touch with you for whatever reason. This reading may resonate with you if you happen to have Pisces and your sun, moon, rising, Venus dominant in your natal chart. Or if you're cross-watching for a Piscean, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Leave what does not resonate there. Whatever does, consider these things. Pisces, you're getting a loan. Somebody could be maybe borrowing some money from you, but it seems like you might have a trip to the bank. Maybe you're needing to pick up a money order or two. Pisces, you might have some bills to pay. Your money feels like it's been delayed. Have your head on a swivel, Pisces. This isn't to say to, you know, it's not for the purpose of paranoia or to create an atmosphere of paranoia. It's to make you aware that maybe something around your surroundings could be a bit off. And it could be that you're so distracted by maybe some things that are going around you that you might miss certain things that could possibly be a threat to your safety, or the safety of someone around you that you're trying to protect. Discernment goes a long way. Again, with maybe somebody that's around you, could be approaching you in your energy this week, Pisces. Maybe you're very spiritual. Maybe you might be spending some time meditating or grounding yourself because you might be noticing that you're kind of not grounded. You have a lot of choices to make, and you want to make them from a very level-headed state of mind. The past feels like it's something that's kind of lingering in your head. What I mean about protecting a child. The past is something that's kind of lingering in your head. You might be very spiritually gifted, Pisces. You might have an intuitive hunch about something that's going on. You might be having some tense moments with someone, and somebody might be caught in the middle and feel like they're having to referee your arguments. What is this? Pisces. Trust. Somebody has like a side piece. Somebody that they're creeping with. Either they did in the past, or some of you are going through it this week. You might realize that having to do with a relationship that you just absolutely deserve better. And maybe you feel that maybe your standards have just been a little bit too low. Some of you have been a placeholder. In other words, somebody has been maybe entertaining you, or you have been allowing, you're entertaining someone that you only plan to be around for now. As a distraction or as a rebound. Somebody is waiting for someone to come back. Or this is somebody that's still into somebody that maybe they still have an emotional attachment to. You're coming to realize that somebody's not going to really try that hard for this, and that they'll eventually walk out on this relationship. Or this is you. Like I said, tensions, arguing, other people being caught in the middle of arguing, that sort of thing. People overreacting to situations. You might be noticing that. Seems like you got a lot of work to do and a lot of deadlines that maybe you're trying to meet, Pisces, or this is somebody around you. Maybe that's why they might be overreacting to things, because they just have a lot on their plate. Oh, goodness. What's this with the cops? Somebody's very competitive, Pisces. You can be the person that you're in a relationship with. You have a dog, Pisces. You might be walking your dog. Again, when you're out, pay attention to your surroundings. You're distracted for whatever reason, especially during those times. Okay. So this money, if it's not your situation, you might be coming to someone's aid when it comes to a financial situation. And yes, you have a spy. That's what I mean. Pay attention to your environment. Or maybe change it up a little. Maybe not take the same route every single time, or be so predictable. It's Pisces. You're not a fixed sign. Maybe you have it in your chart. Maybe you are. Yep, you might be on the Aquarius cusp. You might be a Taurus, a Scorpio, or a Leo. 2 of Cups. That's interesting. Is this going on now? You could be meeting someone. You'll be making a really positive connection with someone, Pisces. Yeah. It just seems like you're cracking under all the pressure. Maybe you feel like you're working all the time, and maybe you feel like you don't have any time for yourself. Somebody, possibly online. I don't know why it's his online situation, but for some of you, yeah, you're dealing with a Leo. Some of you. Somebody does not like themselves. And so it feels like someone is trying to maybe frustrate you in some sort of way, or try to get a reaction from you. Or this could possibly be that someone is looking at something on someone else's profile, and they get maybe, yeah, somebody might have moved on with someone else. And it just seems like somebody might not be having an easy time. They might be having a hard time with this. And maybe someone's turning on themselves, and they're feeling like they're inadequate in some sort of way. What's going on with the Pisces nation? This feels like this is parking tickets. Maybe you just have a lot of cop activity around you this week. Pisces, maybe you're coming to notice that, unless this is like a stalking issue, you're reporting something to the police. Be careful about where you're parking. Is this a parking ticket, spirit guides? I'm trying to figure out what is this with this with the cops. Is this because of fighting? It's a break-in. Oh, somebody is being very watchful of you. You have the Emperor. This could be an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. Somebody's going to be contacting you, and somebody could possibly be taking a flight somewhere. Somebody is a Gemini, or someone has twin children. This could be a twin flame. What is going on with Gemini? Who is this watching you, and who's the cops? Unless you're under some sort of an investigation. Maybe you dance, Pisces. Maybe you might have an animal that might need to go to the vet too. They might have some sort of illness, some sort of sickness. The devil, Capricorn, fire. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you might have something going on with a friend. This is either you're going through an illness, or your friend is. This feels like this is a mental illness. This is a cry for help. Somebody might be going through some sort of depression. What is this with the cops, spirit guides? Why are the cops in the reading? Somebody call. Okay, you do have a legal issue. It feels like this is an arrest being made and somebody just being nosy about it. Is this Pisces? What's going on with this? I'm just so curious. Maybe that's what this is. Like somebody is just so curious about what's going on with you, or you're curious about what's going on with someone else. Thank you. I did tell you. Pisces or cross watcher. Somebody's going through it. I mentioned to you earlier, red flags. You might be noticing telltale signs of someone that is around you, or you are around this person possibly, or maybe you're kind of observing something in someone else. If it's not you that's going on, that this is going on with you, like I said, you might be the observer of it, or you might hear news of it. Somebody's not okay. And it might have something to do with a family issue, that someone is dealing with quietly, or this is just their state of mind. You know what I mean? It just seems like somebody could possibly be taking a separation very hard. Or like I said, this has something to do with self-hatred. I didn't know it was going to get this deep, Pisces. I should have known because I just did your reading. But yeah, it's the way that you're talking to yourself. Or it's the way that someone is talking to you. And it seems like you're allowing these things to sink in. Somebody talks to you in a kind of way, and it seems like somebody is, this could be a kid. Maybe they're starting to believe what someone is saying to them. Someone is saying some very derogatory, hurtful words. And it seems like somebody is starting to believe those words. And this might be someone who is supposed to be a mentor, but someone may be someone that actually tears people down. And it may not be you. It could be a child that could be going through this. So again, pay attention to certain red flags. There could be a cry for help. Maybe someone is not saying it directly, but you might notice it in someone's body language. Somebody's going through it, Pisces. They may not be saying it. Somebody might have a very good way of trying to cover up what they're really feeling inside. But it seems like somebody has just been really going through something for the longest. If you need to go to court for something, some of you, it could be a divorce. Some of you, this could be a stalking case. It could be something that could be going online, a stalking situation online. Anyway, it seems like you might have a legal situation that you might be tending to. You or someone around you. Or you might be observing someone else's legal situation. Some of you Pisceans, you have a child that might be struggling in school. There could be an issue with learning disability, or there could be a special needs child. There could be, I'm hearing dyslexia. Does somebody has like, I don't want to call it a disability, but you get what I mean? Special needs. Or they're just struggling in school. And there could be a child that might be being harassed in school, or an adult that could be. Financially, it seems like you're on a come up Pisces. Maybe finances have been a problem, but you might be able to find a way to resolve that this week. Expect somebody to be stubborn. Somebody around you might be just very difficult to deal with. And you might feel like you need a break from this person and their energy. You haven't been feeling well. It seems like your energy levels might be coming back. Or you might find a band-aid to the issue. You know somebody is spying on you, it looks like. You already know it. You already know somebody doesn't like you or that they're spying. And it seems like you're just pissed about it. You've had it up to here. I don't know, Pisces. This feels like it could be a restraining order. Maybe that's what this legal situation is about. Like I said, you could possibly be meeting someone new. Some of you could be maybe reuniting with family that you haven't seen or talked to in a while. And yeah, be mindful of what's going on around you and your environment, because it seems like somebody is oblivious of what might be kind of playing out. Even what might be going on, just like right, you know what I mean? Right in your household. Seems like somebody's oblivious to this. Somebody is in jail. Someone could possibly be getting out of jail. This feels like this is a restraining order. Is that what I'm seeing, spirit guides? Somebody's pointing something out. Or this is your spirit guide saying, look, again, pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings. They're trying to point something out to you. Maybe something that you don't know about. Something odd might be going on in the background. Okay, Holy Spirit, the advice for the Pisces Nation. You say you know, and it's a Libra. Okay. Advice, Holy Spirit, for the Pisces Nation. Wow, you got the same thing Leo got. Slow down. That's what I mean. Whatever's going on around you, you might need to see it. Slow down when you're driving as well to avoid burnout. Don't do too much too fast. Going slower helps you appreciate the miracle of the moment and the richness of your life. Slow down. They want you to savor life. You might be just kind of like on autopilot, kind of like, you know what I mean? Your normal routine, go to sleep and repeat, but you're burnt out. It's probably because you're not getting enough sleep. You might be staying up all hours of the night, working or worried about your workload, Pisces. That you don't have quiet time. You got to find some time to quiet your mind. Observe, don't absorb. If you're taking on the stress of others, try observing the situation from a distance. This will increase your energy. You might be an empath. You might be someone that is prone to absorb other people's energy, and it might be difficult for you at times to kind of distinguish between what is your own energy and what is someone else's. Someone definitely has an issue with you because you shine. Somebody feels like you outshine them in some sort of way. Be careful of other people's opinions. Don't be thrown off by other people's opinions. Simply say, I appreciate your input, and do what intuitively feels right about you, right for you. Yeah, maybe you're caring just entirely too much about what other people think or how you're perceived. This is something that is out of your control. You might be in a room full of 30 people, and those 30 people all have a different opinion about you. Do they pay your bills? Does it really matter? Is that something that you can control? You might have social anxiety for this reason, Pisces. You know what I mean? Your guys are trying to get you to maybe look at your situation differently, and maybe in some instances give less of your attention, where you might have been just kind of feeding or egging on a situation mentally when it doesn't even kind of merit that type of attention. Sagittarius Nation. Sag. This may be a reading that may resonate for you if you happen to have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, 7th house placement, or you're cross-watching with someone with these placements. Keep in mind that not everything will apply. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal, I have a sale ongoing on 30-minute same-day readings on my website, AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Sag, you might need to get some rest. Or your body might be kind of like fighting for rest, and you might be kind of like falling asleep out of nowhere. Something might be off with your sleep schedule. Some of you Sagittarius might be around a Pisces, or you have Pisces in your chart. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. You might be feeling a bit confused, directionless about certain things in your life, where maybe you're trying to make a decision. Maybe you're not sure about your purpose right now. An exciting new chapter of your life is about to unfold. You've got something new. Some old situations might need to be laid to rest. And maybe certain things are coming to an end. And maybe it's time for some new things, some new energy to be invited in. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. You're dealing with a Leo, some of you. Some of you are moving into a new place. Sagittarius, maybe you're buying a house. Maybe you're having a housewarming party or whatever. You might have some people that could be coming over. Maybe you might have some people that could be returning. Yeah, you might be having friction with someone, maybe some arguments, disagreements. It seems like those things are lingering, and maybe that's what's going on in your household or the household of someone around you. If you are feeling lost about something, trust and believe your spirit guides are guiding you to the answer, to the truth. Yeah, somebody's really intense with it this week. Pisces, Sagittarius, with the things that they're saying. They're saying things with you. See, power struggle, conflict. Maybe this has something to do with the way that you raised the children. Maybe that's something that you don't agree on. Or this week, your kids are bickering or whatever. Sagittarius. It is something about, maybe your moon sign is Sagittarius. You got the moon being a repeating energy in your reading, which we're going to look into in a moment. Didn't I say your body might be demanding rest? Because it seems like when everybody else is awake, maybe you're sleeping. Or maybe it's the opposite way. Like when you're trying to sleep, maybe people in your household are awake or whatever. What is this? 8 of Swords. There's your Leo. Okay. This feels like these are people that could be caught in the middle of your situation. You might have some parents that maybe, like I said, they don't agree. Maybe you're trying to get in touch with your child's other parent. And, or maybe the times that you are around them, if it's not your child's other parent, this might just be somebody in your life. It might not be easy to have like a regular, mature conversation with someone without there just being friction. You got a Taurus and a Libra in your reading. You got a Virgo as well. You have some sort of spiritual battle, Sagittarius, that you might be fighting. Your spirit guides are definitely aiding you through this fight. So it seems like you have some negativity around you. The negativity could be in the form of maybe some spell work or jealousy. This just might be somebody's attitude around you. You might feel like this week somebody is rather pessimistic. And you might feel that their attitude is getting old. And maybe you're just kind of just wanting to, you know what I mean? Like you're kind of frustrated about that situation. I think somebody might be trying to bind you to you and someone else. Seems like somebody is resentful of you. Maybe resentful of what though? The Tower, 3 of Pentacles. This feels like this is maybe a tense work atmosphere. Yeah. I say somebody's doing magic on you. You got the Tower once again. You got this Libra. Okay, Tower. The tense situation could be at work. But you got the High Priestess. So somebody might be doing some sort of divination. Doesn't necessarily have to meet, well, with the Tower here, this doesn't feel like this is, this feels like this is baneful magic. This feels like this is destruction that someone is trying to bring to your situation. Why? What is this about? Okay, you might have to kind of dig into your savings. You might have some money saved up, Sagittarius, and you might have to kind of dig into that money. It just seems like somebody is just very difficult to deal with this week. Sag. Maybe you feel like somebody's kind of going out of their way to kind of get you to react or to make you feel frustrated in some sort of way. Because it seems like you're very focused. Look at this. You got people watching you while you work. So there might be people watching you at work. Maybe you work online. It just seems like there's a troublemaker, an ish starter. Somebody's being childish. And this might come in the form of distractions. It just feels like somebody is going out of their way to possibly distract you. Maybe to get you to lose your job, lose your cool. If you are dating someone at work, Sagittarius, and you want to keep it discreet. It's not really recommended. But if you decide to, keep it discreet, keep it on the low. I said you have some nosy people. People that might just really be overly involved. They're not working, but you are. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you might feel like you are, like you're just around some people that are not really team players. Or vice versa. Yeah. Obstacles. You might reach them. There might be some that someone is trying to throw in your way, or this is just circumstantial for some of you. There might be just some obstacles for that reason. Yeah, you might have to set boundaries with certain individuals, and yeah, there might be a situation that might be going on and you're feeling like it's just kind of difficult to kind of figure that thing out. Yep. Watching you. This could even be some sort of gossip. Somebody might feel like they have receipts on you, some sort of proof. They may feel that you've done something. Sagittarius or cross-watcher. You might be noticing a lot of repeating numbers. You could possibly be going to brunch. You might be maybe attending some things or places by yourself. Again, there's something in your situation, Sagittarius, this week that you might feel is kind of complicated to navigate through. You're not sure which direction to go in, what to choose, what to do. Your spirit guides, again, they're there to point something out to you. And this could possibly come in the form of an Aquarius. You might have an Aqua in your energy. Aqua, the water bearer. Somebody may have passed, Sagittarius. They might be on your mind this week, and you're definitely re-encountering people from your past. Your coffee drinker, tea drinker. We talked about tea. Nosy people, they want to know the tea on you. Maybe you might be going to the coffee house. Maybe to get some work done, because maybe there's some distractions that could be going on at home. Sag, anything else, Holy Spirit, for the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is this with your keys? Maybe you need to get some keys copied. Keys open doors. You might want to put, what I want to say, an air tag on your keys. Maybe you're prone to losing your keys. Yeah. Somebody's definitely looking in the rearview mirror, unless there's some sort of shattered glass in your situation, maybe a windshield or whatever. Rearview mirror type of situations, like somebody from the past, or you're constantly looking in the past, focused on the past, looking in the rearview mirror, looking behind you when maybe it's time to go forward. Or this is just when you're driving, you might be very distracted. Be careful of that, because you also, Sagittarius, might have a lot of cop activity in your area, or you might be passing through somewhere where there's just a lot of cops in one stream of traffic, that sort of thing. Anything else, Spirit Guides, for the Sag Nation? Be careful about drinking and driving. Just don't do it. Please do not. Especially not with the way that it's looking in this reading. Get a designated driver if you can. You got the Tower again. Somebody may end up in jail is what I'm trying to say. Or somebody has a history of DUI. If it's not you, it's somebody around you. Potentially Sag. The advice, Holy Spirit, for Sagittarius, random. Are you a writer? Maybe it might be a good idea to get into some, get back into that, getting back into a hobby. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the Sag Nation, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Once again, the Moon. Maybe you're into astrology, you're into tarot. You could be very intuitive, or you just have you have an infatuation with the moon. Maybe you're just, you like viewing the moon, or you're a night child. You like the night air. You prefer the night. You're very nocturnal, possibly. I did say maybe your sleep schedule is a bit off. To avoid, no, where did I get that from? Maybe you are avoiding something or avoiding someone. To calm and center yourself, or to simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight. Observe the purity of your energy and the sublime presence. Like I said, Sag might be your moon sign. Possibly. Yeah, maybe you are kind of going outside at night. Like I said, maybe enjoying the cool air. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Yeah, you might really live in your head, Sagittarius, on a daily basis. Or like I said, something circumstantial might be coming up, and you might be in a state of fear of the unknown. Your guides are saying they've got it. They're well equipped to give you guidance on something where you feel lost. Spirit guide, Sagittarius. Advice for the Sag Nation. Embrace the magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. There is something that you really are bringing into fruition. You're really pulling this in. You're really attracting this. But at the same time, it's like you fear that it won't manifest. Something about that might change. You might not realize how powerful you are to pull in that type of energy. Or maybe this is just you. Maybe you're doing some sort of night ritual. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Again, if something happens this week and it kind of throws you off, it doesn't mean that you're on the wrong, you know what I mean? You're on the wrong path. They want you to learn from what you're dealing with and keep going. Like I said, that guidance is coming in. Archangel Michael is with you. Maybe this is the ritual you're doing. Maybe you're very spiritual. You're into some sort of divination. I mentioned that briefly. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation and I'm here helping you. There's something that is just frightening you. You're panicked about it, and I think it might be a financial situation. Sagittarius. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Again, maybe you've gone out of your way. You tried several times to try to increase your financial situation and you just don't know how. It seems like you're on the right path. Keep going, Sagittarius. It might take a little bit of time and patience for something to turn around. This concludes your all signs reading. I hope that this was helpful. Again, if you would like to book a personal reading, I have 30-minute same-day readings on sale all week on my website. AngelicAscensionsTarot.com is where you can book. Thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. Have a blessed, beautiful, and peaceful week. I'll see y'all again real soon. Peace out.